Hey everybody, welcome back to You Be Trippin. We got a great one for you today. It's a theme episode. Derek Drescher and Geo Perez are on the pod. They're both great New York City comics, and honestly, two of the best guys to run into at a comedy club, for real. They're always positive, always willing to talk sports, almost never politics that I know of. And they're hilarious, and they have something unique about them. They've both been in quite a lot of trouble with the law. So today is an episode about trips behind bars. It's a good one. Yeah, they have their own podcast about it too, called On the Gates, which I've been on, so you should check that out. Please subscribe to this podcast wherever you're watching and listen. I'm almost at 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'd like to get there. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. That's it. Derek Drescher, Geo Perez, right now on a new episode of You Be Trippin. Hey, you guys ever have this in your head where you're like about to say something and then your brain has a full conversation with you where you're like, what's the pros and cons of saying this right now?
Yeah, all the fucking time,
and then you're like,
bro.
actually, maybe I shouldn't.
As soon as I wake up.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Welcome to You Be Trippin, everybody. It's a travel podcast. Every week, every episode, I go to a different place with someone who's been there. It's not an informational podcast. Most of the time, we're actually quite wrong. But it's just about people's experience in a place on any trip they've been on. This is going to be a weird one. It's not an out-of-the-country trip. It's a trip to the fucking pen.
Yeah. Local trip.
It's a local
Yeah.
inner city.
I love stand-up
interstate.
comedy because it brings people together from so many walks of life. One of my best friends is Joey Diaz, and if you told us both at a certain age that we get to know each other, an Orthodox, borderline Hasidic Jew and a straight criminal, there was no way.
Yeah. That's
And
the best part about comedy. No background checks.
Nope.
No background checks.
No job history. None of that.
And Derek Drescher and Geo Perez, I saw you both today, and I was like, this has been in my head for a while because I thought you had both been to jail, prison, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, that'd be a fun one to do.
And people do be tripping in jail.
Yeah.
People are tripping in jail.
Okay, so let's talk all about it. Where did you guys go? First of all, most of my kind don't even know the difference between jail and prison.
Yeah.
We use it interchangeably.
Jail is like
Well,
either
some
for
of your kind, no.
yeah.
Yeah,
So there,
some of your
I was
kind are
actually
involved,
The ones who
yeah.
work in
I was
the
actually
industry.
in.
Some of them are keeping them out of there.
I was locked up with a lot of Hasidic Jews. At
No
one point.
way.
Yeah,
Really?
and a lot of people don't know there's Green Correctional. There's actually a real kosher kitchen there
No.
Yeah, well,
where they send out all the kosher meals for the whole New York State prison system.
Oh, they make them.
There's Hasidic Jews in there, Orthodox Jews in there. There's a kosher kitchen.
Wow, even in jail they don't eat the goy slop?
Bro.
Crazy,
bro,
bro.
that's
Even in jail, but
Yeah.
no,
Dude,
don't touch that.
You
No.
always go
No, no,
kosher when you
It's gonna
get
turn you
in
gay.
because your food is packaged. Nothing could have been done to, can't be fucked
Wow.
with. Yeah. It's
I heard that's what
completely.
you do at McDonald's. My friend was like, ask for no tomatoes. There's just something different that they have to make it fresh so it can't be sitting there all
Yeah.
day.
No salt on the fries.
No
Yeah.
salt on the fries.
Yeah, that's what you do. No salt, and then you ask for salt packets.
Yeah. I hated that when I was like extra salt for a while when I was living off McDonald's when I started comedy. And I was like, this doesn't have barely any salt on it. They're like, give me packets. I'm like, no. I wanted you guys to do the mix up.
Yeah, the thing.
I don't want to get all on top and none on the bottom.
Yeah.
Do it. But then you can't ask that because then now you're fucked.
Yeah.
Salt tipped fries.
So you guys both went to jail and prison? Just
Yeah.
prison?
Just jail a bunch of times.
Yeah.
What's-
I've been.
Tell me the difference.
So jail is when you get a year or under bid.
It's like county.
Yeah.
It's like county.
Yeah.
Community college.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
For
can
So,
only
like,
go for 2 years.
Rikers is the county for the city.
Rikers is a jail.
It's a jail. It's not a prison.
Interesting.
A lot of people don't know that, but it
No.
is also worse than
Than
a lot of
prison.
prisons.
Yeah.
So a lot of times guys will get locked up, go to Rikers, and they will plead out quick so they can get upstate.
So they're like, let me get out of here.
Let me
Yeah.
get the
Why?
fuck
Everybody's
out
animals
here.
there.
Well, no, it's not as dangerous, but there's just nothing to do. There's no movement. There's no program. There's no the yard. You can't go to yard all day.
Nah, it's
You're
pretty
just
scary
stuck
there,
in your
man.
dorm.
Oh,
It is
wow.
dangerous though in Rikers.
So,
where I
I'm-
was, it's dangerous. You don't have to worry about getting slashed or stabbed.
You do? You don't?
Where I was,
Okay.
it was hard to get razors out. But in Rikers, people get scalpels in there. There's
Like
gym
actual
stars.
medical grade scalpels.
Yeah, they have
Slice
like
you
Bobby
wide
Shmurda,
open.
that rapper.
Yeah.
He got in trouble because his girlfriend got caught smuggling drugs, Suboxone, and scalpels. Two scalpels.
Scalpels to be able to stab somebody.
Yeah.
To slash somebody. Yeah.
So much different than Oz, where you have to
Yeah.
like shave something down.
Yeah,
But
top
they
of a
also
tuna
do
can or
that.
something like that.
Well, they'll just take like an old piece of metal and just sharpen it down, and then all of a sudden they have a fucking machete.
Yeah.
You have to get into a lot of fights to think ahead of time. I'm gonna need a stabber.
I've seen
Yeah.
guys who had like whips with like metal studs on the end of them. bro.
Wow,
yeah,
like
it was-
Middle Ages weapons.
Yeah, bro,
We-
all kinds of
We
shit.
get like this hard plastic spoon. Like that's our spoon for our whole time there, right?
I like camping.
Yeah. But it's you know how like they have like those like the, the plastic.
And a pen that only it bends. The pen bends.
Yeah.
They give you that kind of pen.
It's made out of
Wow.
Yeah.
recycled tires.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like you can't really do anything with it.
I stabbed somebody with a
Slap 'em.
I got to say that story for later. But
What?
I stabbed somebody with a pencil. But
Teach them something.
In the joint?
yeah, in county jail. But what was that talking
For
about?
what?
It was over an ice bucket. I might as
So
well
you
tell-
got to realize the fights that you're going to
So-
hear
Guys,
about.
don't save any. If you get any ideas for any stories, don't save them. Just
All right,
go.
yeah,
We'll
because I'm
jump right
perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
so all right, so I worked in the kitchen.
Hold the thought.
Yeah, hold it up.
Okay.
So I worked in the kitchen. This was back in 2009, and we
Is that a
would.
good job?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
the
great
best job.
because you
It's
can
the best
eat the
job.
food that the guards eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you could sneak stuff back to the.
yeah, you can sneak like salt, sugar back in your
Yeah.
boots and shit.
I'd be taking
Yeah.
straight chicken legs. I'd have them like fucking.
It's easier to
Tied
make
to the
hooch
inside of
there
my
because they
fucking
have
jumper.
sugar
It's
Yeah.
easier to what?
to make hooch, like toilet
Hooch,
wine and
okay, yeah.
shit. So we would send like every dorm would get juice in these containers, and you put a little bit of ice. Like you put the juice. You put a scoop of ice. But for our dorm, we would fill one container up to the top with ice. So when we were done with the juice, we throw it in a garbage bag in a mop bucket, and it's our fridge. So it's just
Wow.
like having a cooler. So we do that every
And
day.
you throw your milks on there.
Yeah, you
and
throw your
all that
milks, your
stuff.
juice, your
Yeah,
jelly, all
yeah,
that stuff.
Yeah.
And when I had the juice job. It was the best job. I was there for like 9 months. So as soon as I got that job, it's the easiest
Geo the
job.
Juice Man.
I was a juice man, baby.
That's what they called you?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Juice Man. Yo, Juice Man.
Yeah, I had a orange juice logo.
Wow. Like those guys at Green and all over Columbia and whatever.
Like
Yeah.
I sat around all day. I only had to bring out the coffee and the juice. So
Mm-hmm.
I barely had to work.
Wow.
But I would make sure that, I had the ice filled. And there was this Puerto Rican dude who was kind of in charge of it. And, these blood kids was coming in. There was like more and more coming. There's probably like 3 or 4. And one kid came in and he felt like that's going to be our ice bucket now. And they basically just kind of took it from him.
The
He didn't say anything.
the Bloods thought it was going to be their ice bucket.
No, they,
You got to realize
felt
too,
like,
the blood spread like a virus.
Mhm.
It was all of a sudden one day there was just
They just like,
there
you're
was
in.
blood, it
or-
was just full bloods everywhere. Yeah,
they came in from the street, and then also a lot of people join in there for
other
protection.
gangs
For
became
protection.
bloods. Yeah, because strength in numbers.
You guys will envelop us. We'll be whatever under the auspices of
Yeah.
the Bloods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had 2
The politics
phones.
is crazy.
They would call one the bloodline. And I thought it was cool. I'm like, that's fucking
That is
awesome.
cool.
That's,
That is
that's
cool.
the bloodline.
That is
That's
cool.
the bloodline. I was like, yeah, that's fucking
By the way, let me
fire.
pause right now. Any gang we talk about is with the utmost respect.
Yes.
And I am just here for informational. Would give you
Yes.
all the props in the world.
Shout out to all my slimes out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love the slime. But again, I'm not no allegiance on me on anybody. I
Yeah.
love every gang.
I
So
am
you
no
know-
gang
you-
gang. I do not gang
You
gang.
know what I used to do? I would mix it up because the Crips would say what's cracking cuz, and the Bloods would say what's popping blood or what's popping slime. So I would say I would like go off into a corner and I would yell what's cracking blood, and then just watch them all.
Wow.
You try to start
Yeah,
riots.
yeah. I was trying to start.
Wow.
It was so funny to me
What
to
a
see
troll.
them fucking.
Speaking of Puerto Rican starting shit, so this fucking guy basically like just lets him have it, right? And
About
He
the
just
ice
gives.
bucket?
He just gives the ice bucket.
kind of just gives it up. They kind of were just like, yo, and then he was making like a big deal about it. And I told him, I'm like, listen, I'm like, first I was like, yo, why the fuck you let him take it from you? Because he was like in his like mid 40s, and these kids were like 20s.
Why'd you let him take it? It's like, what do you want me? It's like, I love
Yeah.
the post. Why'd you let? Because I don't know. It felt
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
He wasn't Latin King or anything.
No, he was in there for like a pound of weed. He was just like kind of like a
Just a dude who sold
Yeah.
weed and got caught.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I was just like, oh fuck it, I do the juice, so I'm gonna fill both of them up because nobody drinks that shit anyways,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make my own ice bucket. So I make my own ice bucket, and then all of a sudden he comes, he goes, yo, let me get that. The Puerto Rican dude. And I was just like, no, they got your ice bucket. This one's mine. He's like, no, I'm in charge of it. I was like, you want your ice bucket? Go get it from them. You let them take it from you, go get it from them. So he just walked away from me, walked right into my cell. And I was like playing cards. And I had like a paper with a pencil, like keeping the score. And he just like walks away, just storms right into my room, slams the door wide open, just boom. and then goes under my bed to grab the mop bucket. So I just grabbed the pencil and I ran in after him and I just stabbed him in the back of the head with it. And then I jumped on top of his back and put him in a headlock because he was bigger than me. So then the whole time he's just kind of like bumping me around in the cell, and then people came and broke it up. And when he walked out of the cell, he's just like walking around all pissed and shit. And all of a sudden, like he started getting like this big fucking whelp on the back of his head.
Yeah, the lead too. You probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Well,
ever see
it's
what
graphite.
happens.
It's graphite. But
You get
yeah.
you get like a blue dot there.
Yeah, it got infected because
Yeah.
he didn't take care of it right away. But it kept getting worse. It kept
so
getting
funny.
worse and worse.
And he had a big ass spot on the back of his
Yeah,
head. That's so
yeah.
fucking funny.
And the craziest thing about that story is, right, this happened in 2009. I see this guy for the past year probably like once a month because we both do DoorDash.
No way, really?
I bump into him at supermarkets all the time, and I see him on his phone shopping for shit.
You say hello to each
Are
other?
you cool?
No, we haven't said anything.
that guy.
And
I would say
yesterday,
nothing.
He goes,
Cool.
I'm here shopping for somebody. I got to get some ice.
Yeah. Yo, you need some ice?
Walk
That
with
would've been
pencils.
fun.
Where's the office supplies? If you know what I mean.
And I saw him literally, like, it was probably the last day. I think it was probably Friday I saw him. And I wanted to, like this time be like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but like kind of apologize. You know, like, hey, listen, you know, my bad about that shit. Because we bumped, like the first time we saw each other,
Sorry
I'm
about the
like,
stabbing.
he looked at me and I could tell he kind of recognized me, but it's been so long that I don't know if you could tell.
Maybe not place it. I know they got this
he's
somewhere.
like, is it him?
I always get, this hasn't happened in a while, but it did happen quite frequently. Now it's more like, oh, are you a comedian? But I used to get asked, were you upstate? And I always go, no. I'm like, upstate where? What do you mean? What are you talking about? And then they'd be like, oh, okay.
Just deny it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, no.
That's when I don't want to say I'm a comedian. I just say I'm an independent contractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So if
what
I
I
get
tell.
caught, then it's not a lie.
That's what I say instead of telling people I do DoorDash. I'm an independent contractor.
That's nice. That's nice.
Contractor. What do you do? I contract work.
You stab quite a few people.
Yeah.
I mean, you're small. You have to.
I
It's
have
one of
to.
those things where you got to like show you're not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
What if you are someone to be fucked with?
Then you're gonna get fucked with. Then you
Yeah.
have no
You have to
choice.
do something.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to
gonna be a
stand
Take
rough
it
time.
constantly.
You have to
Yeah.
stand up for yourself to the point where they're like, all right, he's not an easy mark. Is not worth the struggle.
Yeah. It's almost like with comedy. If somebody there's always that one
Weak.
person that just gets bullied all the time, and it just becomes
DeRosa.
that person. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeRosa in jail.
Dude, DeRosa always took
I mean, now
abuse.
I have a good time.
He
I have a
always
good
took
time.
abuse from the comics and whatever. He liked it enough and didn't like it. And then we went to Edinburgh and he was my roommate with my other roommates from the year before. And it was like a tiny Indian second generation kid, too small, like alty comics, and DeRosa. And I didn't prep him or anything, but these guys, tallest one is 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
They just started picking on him.
On DeRosa?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, you just take a type. They know you're to be picked on.
It's the shoulders, man.
Yeah,
The
maybe. The
shoulders.
lack of.
That's crazy. Did he? Damn.
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the episode. We've got a break in to tell you about the guests. They're both great. You should follow them. You should follow both of them. Derek Drescher and Geo Perez, two of the all-time great hangs in New York City stand-up. They're at the stand all the time, hosting and performing. Hosting is performing. I don't know why I'm saying that. Follow Derek Drescher on Instagram at DEREK Drescher, DRESCHER. And Geo Perez, follow him on Instagram at GEOPEREZ86 on Instagram. Also, you should definitely get out their podcast, On the Gate. If you want to start with the one I'm on, definitely start with that one. I've been trying to get these guys on for a while, do a theme episode like this, because they're really the new iteration of Joey Diaz. They actually should get together. They would love it. Just tons of prison stories, reformed, to now really legitimately great guys. You should check them out. You should follow both of them and both of them tell them like that you enjoyed them on this podcast. I mean, I don't think they have their passports. I don't think they can go anywhere else in the world. If I was the US government, I would not allow these guys out. For myself, I got nothing. Guys, I'm almost at 150,000 subscribers. So please do me a favor, click in the link below to subscribe on YouTube or on Spotify. And I'm trying to get those numbers up. It'd make me happy. Also, I'm trying something new. For the next month, I've taken all the ads off YouTube. No embedded ads. And all I gotta do is equal the money I was getting on ads. I think we can do it. But it's an experiment. What I'm trying is, you guys chip in. Put a super thanks in. Give $1. If, I don't know, like 3% of you gave $1, then I can do this. And then I won't have to do the ads anymore. I won't bug you. Now, all the premium subscribers don't know because you guys have money. The rest of you who are annoyed by the ads, you'll see it not come on this week. So if you like it, chuck a buck in. Chuck a buck with Ari Shaffir. That's it. Also, The End is now available on arishafir.com. If you purchase The End, all 7 episodes for the price of 5, by the way, you get 2 for free. Bennett, wait. Okay, come. Then you get every YMH Live episode right now until August 31st. If you click on it right now, if you've already bought it, don't worry. They're going to send you a link when it's out, and you will get access to every YMH Live they've ever had, including Joey Diaz coming out of retirement, including ring toss on a fucking butt of a gimp, peg right in his butt. It's great. You want to check that out. Again, if you've already bought it, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you did. And this is as a thanks to all of you and anyone else who's purchasing every YMH Live for the anniversary of YMH Lives. That's it. Let's get back to the episode. I think I got nothing left to say.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
But he's so vicious, man.
I know,
That
he's
show
tall,
that
too.
you
He's
guys
bigger than
did
them.
at Skankfest, I'm like, that guy is
yeah.
a fucking pit bull.
He does that to keep people off him.
Yeah.
So you got to show you're not to be fucked. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, so this is what one time me and Rogan were in Rio for a UFC. We had a bodyguard / driver, and Rogan's an alarmist. And he likes the alarm, so he's like, people get robbed here all the time. The guy eventually is like, dude, you guys are too like young men. That's not who they're looking for. They're looking for an easy target.
Yeah.
That has to be really desperate to like risk a loss.
Yeah, you're like
yeah.
6'4",
Sounds like that.
Rogan's jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to know that, like, all right, we can roll this guy easy. He's going to give us everything without putting up any fight. And then they could take their frustration. You know, punch a kid a couple times,
just
something like that.
why
yeah,
not?
Just
But
to do it.
But in jail, they know how to, like, even somebody who can handle their own, they know, there's some people that they know how to pick the weakness out on somebody, where they just been there for so long. where they just
Diabolical
kinda-
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys, with your let's say your first time, your first day, what's the feeling going in saying, I'm about to give up my freedom and then go in there?
I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
Well, yeah, my first time, it was because it was a felony, so there was no bail.
Damn.
I stole a car, but the keys were in it, so it wasn't Grand Theft Auto.
I stole a car
It
my
was
first time,
Grand
too.
larceny.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I flipped it because I was drunk.
Grand Theft Auto or Grand Larceny? Because the car was in there, you didn't have to break
keys,
breaking it or
And
something.
I
It
hit a cop
became
with the car.
You
Unauthorized
hit a cop
use.
with the car.
He
Hold
like
on,
flew
hold
up
on.
over the car.
He hit a car, I flipped over my car.
Yeah.
It was a work van.
You guys, none of you guys just steal and go, let me play it safe from here.
Yeah.
You guys are
Nah.
driving like
I was
fucking video
drunk.
game.
Yeah.
I was like 16. I was drunk as fuck, and I wanted to go to a hotel party. And I was like, I don't want to ride my bike there. So I was just like, I'm gonna-
Pre-Uber.
Yeah,
Wasn't your
it's
fault.
pre-Uber. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all. This
Yeah,
is
extenuating
holy shit, yeah.
circumstances.
So I was like, I'm gonna break into cars, and people usually leave money, and I'll get enough money to get a cab. But I broke into this work van, and while I'm checking the glove compartment, I see the keys hanging. I said, "Oh!" So I threw my,
About to change the day.
I was like, "Oh, this is great!" So I threw my bike in the passenger seat. And this, by the way, this was somebody that lived 5 houses away from my mom's house. This was practically a neighbor.
Damn.
Yeah, this was the dumbest shit ever.
Damn.
But it helped in the long run because I never had to pay restitution. They didn't give a fuck. It was like $7,000 in restitution, and they
they're
were
like,
just
whatever.
they never followed up with it. But I took the van and I started driving towards the hotel, and I realized I made a wrong turn. So I go to make a U-turn, and the brakes were like done. So while I'm making the U-turn, the thing is like swing. All the tools are swaying one. I hear the tools go this way, and then when I turn the wheel to go straight, I hear the tools go back the other way, and all of a sudden I felt the car go.
Oh.
And this is like those vans, like a work
Yeah.
van, and it just falls over. This toolbox and bike fall on top of me, so I'm like kind of stuck. I get out of that, and I'm trying to climb out, but the door is too fucking heavy to lift up. So I finally get like the door open, and I'm trying to like this guy stopped, and he jumps on top, and he's trying to pull me out. I'm like, yo, he gets me out. I was like, yo, grab my bike. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, just grab my bike. And he grabs my bike. I get down, and as soon as I get to go on my bike, this guy grabs it. Wait, where are you going? And I was just like,
Yeah, why are you abandoning your car?
yeah, I was like, why are you leaving? I was just like, and I look young. I fucking look
That
like
is-
a baby.
Yeah.
And he holds me there like the whole time, just holding on to my. And I'm like, I could have just like snapped out of it and left my bike, but I'm like, I don't want to leave my bike.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Greedy, dumb. And then next
Just like
thing
the
cop,
ice.
the
Just
cop,
like the ice. Never learned.
the cops show up and they start asking me questions, and I'm lying the whole time. I was like, "Oh, I don't have my license on me. What's your name?
Smart.
Whose vehicle is this?" I lied and said it was my uncle's. And then he's like, "Yo, the names you're giving me is not coming back to anything."
The
I
cops, and they know you're
denied
lying.
to the last minute. And then finally, they're like, "All right, you're obviously lying to us." They handcuffed me. And then I remember my mom getting there with my father, and she saw the van, how it was. And she just started breaking down, crying. She's like, "Oh," because she thought like something happened. Like all she heard was like, "Yo, your son was in an accident." And then she shows up and sees the van all flipped over and shit. And then she starts bugging out, and I'm like in handcuffs. I'm just like, all right, good. She's not mad. She's not angry right now.
Dude, when they handcuffed me after I sold the car, my mother came down and punched me in the face while I was handcuffed.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they
My
like
mom's
waited
My
for
mom
her to
cried
get
when
there.
she saw this because I was 16. I got this before my arrest.
Because it was so fucking
Because a
not sharp.
crackhead got it. The crackhead.
Yeah. Wait, so you're going in your first day. Tell me about it. Like the feeling.
So
Both of
yes.
you.
So now I find out I'm not going home. I go to court. They're like, "You're going." I had to stay for it was like 7 days for a felony.
Oh my God.
And I had these Jordan 11s on when I walk in there, and everybody in reception is like, "How old are you?" I was like, "I'm 16." Like, I wouldn't wear that to the minor dorm if I was you. These are all older people. Like, "Yeah, don't do that. Don't go up there." I was like, "Nah, I'll be all right. I'll be good. I'll be good."
What a dumb, like, I have no experience. What an American thing to do. I'll be fine.
be
Based on
good,
what?
yeah.
I
Based
got
on
it.
what?
Appreciate it.
I'm
Thank
being
you,
warned by
Bobby.
people who have been there.
Yeah.
They'd be like, nah.
Scary people. It's
Yeah.
just like, "Yeah, I wouldn't do that." I'm like, "Nah, I know how to fight. I'll be all right." And then, so I had to have it in my property bag. And
Have a what?
so you have like your property bag
Yeah.
where they give you all your shit. It's like a net bag. It's your laundry
Yeah.
bag
Okay.
where it gives you like your extra clothes, your underwear, your guidebook, your toothbrush cup,
Guidebook.
spoon.
Yeah. So it tells
Your
you
rule book.
like the rule book with the
I have a
rules
copy in my
are.
house.
They always let you know that you get fed the bare minimum, the bare New York State
Tells you
minimum.
masturbation is against the rules.
Yeah.
You can get charged for that.
Had
So
anyone ever been?
Mhm.
Is that like jaywalking in New York? People get charged for masturbation?
Yeah. Well, there'll be guys who like the female SEALs that come around. They'll just be standing at your cell like.
Yeah. I almost got caught by a female, and she did a double take, but I was quick
I mean,
with
that
it.
I can understand. If you're looking at a chick doing it. But
No,
if you're
I
like
wasn't
under the
looking at it.
covers, slowly lifting it up, the way you know, it's like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. I'm a man.
Well, mine, it was just a girl that was she happened to walk by. She was working the dorm, but I had my pants up to my thighs, and I had the porns on my fucking bed, my buttmans.
But man,
My evil angel buttmans. I had 4 of them laid out on the best pages.
Yeah.
And then I had the blanket ready to just throw it over. So I just saw a flash go by me. And then I lifted my pants up like this and threw the blanket over. And she came back and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just thinking."
did you guys call porn short eyes at all?
No, we call them pussy books.
Yeah, always people calling it short eyes now, which doesn't make any sense to me because the original term short eyes was a term for
'Cause you had eyes
And-
for short people.
yeah.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden,
Shorty.
the last time I
Yeah.
was,
But shorty means girl.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
Shorty
whole
eyes.
some of the last times I was in, they were calling like the butt mans like short eyes. It drove me nuts.
Did you guys pick up the slang right away?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
some
man,
of the
yeah, you speak
most of the
that-
slang from the street starts in jail.
And yeah, it comes out.
Because
Wow.
there was stuff that I was hearing like back in jail. Then I come home and all of a sudden rappers are saying it like 3-4 years later. I was like,
Yeah.
Wait, so
I'm
how
not
do you
gonna
feel?
hold you.
I want to see how
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna hold
felt.
you.
Right, that's one.
Yeah, that's
How do you
I've
feel
seen that.
going in there?
So, dude, when I went, I remember I'm sitting in court also after the whole debacle with the car, and my father comes, and I'm like, "Pop," like I had a good feeling I wasn't going home. I was like, "Pop, wherever they send me, just send me clothes, bring me clothes." And my father's like, "Derek, I don't think you're gonna need clothes where you're going. You're gonna
You're
be
gonna
like
need
in
dress.
yeah,
You're gonna
Whoa.
need dress
yeah,
and some
you're
lipstick.
gonna be in like a You're gonna be in like a jumpsuit." And I was like, "Oh," and and then.
Wow. What's it? Realize that? Like, oh, yeah, it's different even.
Then they say they're remanding me to juvie, right? And then they take me downstairs under the courthouse and put me in a cell. And then another cop comes to get me to transport me to juvie. And then they're like, "What did he do?" And one of the guys goes, "Oh, he hit a cop with a car." And he goes, "Cuff this asshole." So they gave me the leather belt with the fucking shackles to that. And bro, they put them on so tight. I remember I'm telling the cop, I'm like, "Yo, I can't feel my fucking hands. My hands are like changing color." He didn't give a fuck.
I said that once. He went and clicked them tighter. He went,
Yeah.
"Let me see." Clap.
Yeah.
Wow.
So So then we're on this long ass ride. It felt like forever, right? And then they bring me to the juvenile facility, and we come in, and then there's this lady. She comes out. She's got like a folder, and she's like, "You could take the cuffs off him now. I have him." So in my head, I'm like, "Oh, this lady's like, she's like a protector. She's gonna be like a protector for me." And then I start walking down the corridor with her, and then she looks at me and she goes, "You know how to take care of yourself, right?" And I'm like 14 years old, and I'm like, my only response in that minute was I was like, "Lady, I'm like
No.
a kid." And she goes, "Well, the boys here know how to take care of themselves very well." And she's like, "You'll figure it out."
If not, your butt will.
Yeah, that's what she said to me. And bro, juvenile there's this, like he was talking about minor dorms. It's different than the adults. There's like a little bit of reason.
Have you ever seen that movie Bad Boys with Sean Penn?
Mm-mm.
It's like he went to like a penitentiary, but it was like it looked like just an old fashioned. Yeah, he's looking it up. So there's a scene.
Wow.
If you could look up the scene where he's walking into the jail,
Yeah.
I'm like, I went through something almost similar to that, but I didn't get spit on.
Oh no.
And this is right with the Jordan. Like I'm in the elevator, and the guy's warning me. This is young. Actually, the guy who warned me, he's a jail legend. Iceberg. Shout out to Iceberg. And he was just like, he was the one telling, he's like, "Yo, man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I wouldn't go up there, man. Those kids, they don't see those Jordans, and they're gonna want them." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right."
They're gonna want it. Oh my god.
And then I walk in, and when I get into the lobby, they hand me the mattress. So I have to carry this mattress.
Yeah, you lug all that shit
I'm
around.
like
on your own.
120 pounds,
Like,
5'6" at the time. So I'm like walking in, struggling, holding this mattress. And on the phone, I see this kid that I went to school with. So I'm just, but he was friends with my brother, but he didn't really know me. So I went to that desk like, "Oh, hey, Mom, what's up?" Like, "Yo, I'm Rob's brother." He's like, "Oh, yeah, what's up? What's going on?" And then I look down and I see this other kid that I went to school with. But me and him, the last time we saw each other, we fought in school. So I'm like, "Oh, here we fucking go." But before I can even get to my bed, everybody in the dorm just came, like while I'm sitting on my bed, and stood on top of, like just standing around me. Like everybody's just asking questions all at once. And I'm just kind of like, and then one
You're on
kid,
your bed?
I'm just sitting on my bed, like, because I didn't have a cell. So there's 20 cells and then 4 outdoor beds. They gave me an outdoor bed.
Oh my god.
So I'm sitting on the outdoor bed while everybody's standing around me. And then one kid, he goes to grab my property bag, and I go to pull it back from him. And then he just snatches it out my hand. He's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do?" And I'm just standing there just like, "Oh shit." By the way, he was in there for 2 murders. Me and him became friends after that.
What?
He told me that what happened, and he's like, shot one kid in the back, shot one kid in the stomach. But I'm happy I didn't say anything to him. I'm happy I didn't try him, but he snatches the bag from me and then starts going through my bag in front of me. And then he goes like this. He's like, "All right," and then throws the bag right under my bed while I'm just surrounded by all these dudes. And then I'm just sitting there like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then within 5 minutes, some kid comes over and goes like, "Hey, you know Tony from school?" I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah, he said he beat your ass in school. You gonna let him talk about you like that?" So they
Yeah.
put the battery in my back
Yep.
to go fight this kid.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to go fight this kid again because, you know what I mean? In my head, I'm like, well, I feel like a pussy
How did
now.
he fucked you up?
No, he like sucker punched me. It was just like he came out of nowhere, punched me, we fell to the floor, and they broke it up.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm like, damn, I have to fight this kid now, or they're gonna think I'm pussy. So we end up fighting, and they kind of left me alone after that. But now he goes and steals my sneakers while I'm sleeping, takes my Jordans away. So I wake up the next morning, my Jordans are gone. I start making a big mess of it. But they did replace it with some old Air Force Ones. He did replace it with some Air Force Ones. Yeah, at least he was nice to do that.
The Air Force Ones are not bad.
Did you ever get the Jordans back?
Nope.
Hi guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Mudwater. Guys, if you're like me, you're a giant phony. You need all your mental health there to be able to sell lies that you're telling. Stuff like, "Oh yeah, I read that book once," and then you realize they're going to call you on it, right? What about, "I'm a huge soccer fan," and they go, everyone in the UK is like, "It's not soccer, it's football," and you go, "The one fact you know is, no, the term soccer was made up in the UK, you losers." Yeah, let me tell you something about English people. They don't like losing. And you know where I learned that? In the 13 colonies. It's not called that anymore.
Listen, with coffee, you have this big drop where you start forgetting everything. Well, mud water combats that. And now you can sell this idea that you're more knowledgeable than you really are. It's made with lion's mane, all sorts of stuff that gets you going. Guys, for real. I've been loving the original blend. It's cacao, chai, turmeric, functional mushrooms. Like a spicy hot cocoa. God, it's so good. Mudwater is a coffee alternative made with mushrooms and adaptogens, about 1/7 the caffeine of coffee. So you get focus and energy without the jitters and crash. Let's say you're showing this, you're wearing this around the UK, and people go, "Oh, Fluminense." You go, "What'd you say?" Like Fluminense, the jersey you're wearing. I'm like, "Oh no, I know." And they go, "What's their mascot?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not Torobam, Muito prazer." And you run away because you don't know how to. You're just like lying. You're lying because you can't remember. But Mudwater helps you remember. Are you ready to make the switch to cleaner energy? Go to mudwater.com/trippin and grab the starter kit. Use code TRIPPIN and you'll get 43% off. The frother alone is worth it. That's right. Up to 43% off with code TRIPPIN at mudwtr.com. After you purchase, they're going to ask you how you found out about them. And I'm telling you this right now. If you already had it, you'd remember this. But if you're crashing on coffee, you won't remember. Here's what you got to remember. Show your support to the show and tell them that we sent you. You Be Trippin sent you. If they ask. Soccer. Association. It's from Association of Football. Some shit like that. I don't know. Hi guys. Today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Cash App. It's the best way to send stuff to a friend. And I'm not talking about gifts. Why would you do that? When you get the Cash App card, not only do you get access to a ton of perks and benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales or discounts on popular brands, but you also have extra security with the power to instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone in just one tap. If a suspicious transaction pops up on your card, Cash App has your back by automatically declining the purchase and sending you a heads up to confirm if it's you or not. Behind the scenes, you can rest assured knowing your account balance is protected by 24/7 fraud monitoring. Spend with peace of mind today and order a Cash App card in the app or at cash.app/card. New customers can earn $10 if they use code SECURE10 in their profile and sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank. Member FDIC. Cash App, Visa debit, flex cards issued by Sutton Bank. Member FDIC and the Bank Corp Bank NA. Pursuant to license from Visa USA Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton prepaid card, Sutton debit flex card, and Bank Corp debit flex card. Discounts and promotions by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Now let's get back to the episode.
Oh, it got worse. So the whole day, I ended up fighting again because somebody was just like, "Yo, I heard your sneakers are in this cell." So it was like this white kid.
Bars in there.
So I went in the cell while the kid wasn't in there, and the kid comes in, and we ended up fighting.
Did he have them?
No, he didn't have them.
Wow. Fair enough for him for fighting then.
Yeah. No, but so the thing was they were passing them around. They were just they kept moving them around. I found out afterwards from a kid who was in there with me that went to court. He's like, "Yo, just so you know, what's his name had your sneakers." I was like, "I wish I would have known that fucking 24 hours ago." And so I ended up fighting again because of that. Then the next morning, I wake up and the Air Forces are missing. They stole the Air Forces that they replaced for me.
Damn.
So I ended up having to go home with the jail shoes, like the Velcro Patakis and the
What is
black
that?
That's what
eye.
we used to call them Patakis.
So I went in with the sneakers. I went home with the sneakers
Keep
and a
that
black
there, though.
eye.
Yeah.
With a nice black eye.
Really?
4 fights in 7 days.
So does anyone prep you for
Nope.
jail and prison? There's nobody
Maybe
in your
group
life?
homes. Like if you're in a group
Those?
home. No, the ones with the straps.
Yeah.
Those?
Yeah, those
Velcro.
right there.
Yeah, but black.
Yeah.
Those
That, but
exactly, but black.
Yeah,
They're called Patakis or Air
Patakis,
Wardens.
Air Wardens. I
Air
love that.
Wardens.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call
Those,
them
yep.
Patakis.
Wow.
And it's funny too.
I
'cause
mean,
I had a pair.
kinda
I had them in my
badass.
house.
You
for
see
years.
somebody
I'd wear
wearing
those
those though, just
They
stay,
are
steer clear.
They're not comfortable.
Stay clear.
They're not comfortable.
Oh, hell
Not
no.
comfortable at all.
No, bro, and if you play handball at all, like you're wearing out the tread. Like,
They rip out. They
like
rip
that,
apart.
yeah.
You can't
Ugh.
fight in them. They're very slippery.
Wow.
yeah, it's better for you to like fight in your bare feet and shit.
I fought barefoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when
Yeah.
I fought Harrington and at Skankfest Vegas that one
Yeah.
year, I fought barefoot because I'm like,
That's the way you know. It's
Yeah, bro, because you get a hold of somebody, you could literally just slide them all over the place.
in those.
Yeah, and if somebody's in their socks too, you could slide them also.
People put jelly on the bottom of the sneakers to give it a grip.
Yeah.
What are the okay? I got some questions about just what life is like. The food and the meals.
Food is horrible.
Terrible.
And then would you all eat together and talk?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Some places are different. Some places you only
cell.
eat in your cell, and they do that to keep violence down and people stealing food and shit like that. Some places you eat all together.
Yeah, it's just like the security level sometimes.
Yeah.
And would you have whenever it's eating together? Would there be those moments of like somebody just like juice?
Yes.
And then you have to just start fighting.
Yep.
I've never
That happened
seen
to me. That happened for a juice.
Now
an apple
what?
juice.
Really?
Yeah. An apple juice.
Apple juice, not even a fucking Lilikoi?
Now
Oh,
the kid
I'll top you
wasn't
up.
able to enjoy the juice, but I got my fucking ass kicked.
I fought over a bread bag,
What's a bread bag?
just an empty bread bag.
Just because you can't let them take anything?
Well, no, because so bread bags are like Ziploc bags in there. So we don't get loaves of bread anymore.
Oh.
They make the bread in the bakery. The inmates make them. Before we get loaves of bread, and people would keep them to like store the cereal to keep it fresh, and we would only get the loaves of bread when the bakery was out. So it's very rare to get a bread bag.
Yeah.
And I remember
You gotta have it on your
one of the
inventory,
Latin
man.
Kings was running the breakfast cart. So he's like, yo, I got you in a bread bag. And I wake up for breakfast, and he goes to hand it to me, and this black kid, he was just like, yo, no, that's my, like, he was like, we were kind of arguing, like, no, I was waiting for it, I was here first, and I was just like, no,
It's mine.
it's my bag.
It's promised me 4,000 years ago.
Yes.
You got promised it to me.
Listen, I get you guys now. I get you guys. I understand now. I really understand. So he, the guy, the Latin, just puts it on the table, and when I go to reach for it, he snatches it, like just snatches it before I get to grab it. And he's a little taller than me, so when I went to grab it out of his hand, I remember him like holding it up, and just that thought, you know, like you do to a little kid, like don't grab this.
Yeah.
And me, I'm in the morning, I'm just an evil person. I'm the worst person waking up. So I didn't even say anything. I just hit him with a 3-piece. I just punched him 3 times. And then I put him in a headlock and pressed him up against the table. But then people broke it up because the guards started hearing stuff. So everybody's like, yeah, break it up, break it up. And then after that, people were just like, all right, this motherfucker's going to fight over a bread bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I threw hot chicory on somebody in the fucking morning one time
What?
on the coffee
How,
fucking
what?
line. So they weren't, at this point, they weren't giving us like real coffee. It was something called chicory.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
the
made,
mix. Yeah,
made
yeah,
from
yeah.
like a root or some shit
And
like
you guys
that.
get coffee generally?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get the
and when that
mix.
shit comes out fresh, it's
Powder.
fucking piping hot.
Wow.
Piping hot.
And so you
I should have
fucking-
splashed it, dude. Yeah.
For what?
What the fuck was his problem with me? I'm trying to remember.
What the fuck was your problem?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what his problem was with
I
me.
just have scars all over their face. And the guy's like, you don't even remember why he did it? Nope. So
No.
terrible.
I don't remember what he did to upset me. I remember one time, this is one of the, I had 2 times where like I could have probably been killed or had someone in my family hurt. So
Oh.
we're playing spades one day, and damn, I fucking remember this guy's
Love
name.
spades.
I'm getting
You play
old.
team spades or you play individual?
Team spades.
Team spades.
Team
Okay.
spades.
Team
That's the only
spades.
way you do it.
So there's this dude. He was a nice guy, bro. He was a drug dealer. He was looking at serious time. Like he was going away for probably 25, 30 years, right? And everybody's so the guys were. I'm playing with him and his boys. Like I'm becoming friends with them. And they're just talking, and he's like, and they're like, "What about you, Derek? You think you belong here? You think you should be here?" And I go, "Nah, man, I don't deserve to be here." I go, "I ain't some piece of shit drug dealer."
Oh.
And everybody just gets quiet, and they're looking at him, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" and then he just goes,
My
should
favorite
not
thing
have
to
said
do.
"Yeah," and then he just goes, "No, he's right. I'm a piece of shit drug dealer." And he just throws a card out, and I was just like, "Holy fuck!" And then I was really nervous something was going to happen to me the next, but he definitely gave me a pass. He gave me a big pass. Then another time, the first time I heard my daughter speak words to me was over the phone while I was incarcerated.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Oh
and
my
she's saying, she's
God.
like, "Daddy, where you go?" That's what she was saying to me. So I am like, "All right, I gotta go. Love you. Bye."
Oh my God.
I go to my cell and I put a towel over my face because I was crying.
Because they couldn't let anybody see it?
No, you just
Yeah, you can't
sometimes
let that go,
when guys are doing that, leave leave them alone. There's something going on, and this biker dude, this Hell's Angel guy, fucking comes by my cell. He goes, let it out, kid. And I didn't even know who he was. And I just fucking got up and I fucking threw the towel at him. And he was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't say nothing. The next day I'm watching TV. You know, we're all like in the rec area, and dude, something hits me in the back. I felt like I got fucking shot.
Wow.
And it was one of those. He took like a bunch of paper and tape and wet it and like turned it into a rock almost, and he fucking slingshotted it into my
You a
back.
pea shooter.
So, bro, it hits my back. It's fucking. Everybody sees it, so I'm like, fuck, I got to do something now. And I walk over to him, and he goes, what? And I just get like within the space, and then his foot flies past my face. Like
His foot?
His foot. He kicked his foot past my face. And I was just like,
Is this Rogan?
Yeah.
I was just like,
Close.
all right, you got it. And I went and sat down. So I got punked, but like only halfway. Because at least I got up and fucking did something. Plus, nobody in there would have had the balls to do anything like that.
Speaking of punked, is that the term? What was the fear of? You guys don't have to share anything if you don't want to. Like, what was the fear of getting fucked?
I mean, to be honest with you, that stuff doesn't really happen on the East Coast.
Really?
There's like enough homosexuals that,
It
like,
seems
if you
consensual
wanted,
from what I heard.
like, if
Really?
you want to do
You're
that,
not gonna deal with that in county. If
Yeah.
you're fucking in county, you're gay.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nobody getting, because the most time you're doing it is 2 years.
And so people
hold up.
don't.
no, like
Wow.
I've
But
like
even in
seen,
prison,
I've
you hear that
seen
it's
sex
not-
acts happening, but it was all consensual.
all
Mhm.
consensual.
Yeah,
And there was some. There
What?
are
So that's
some
a West
booty
Coast thing because all the
bandits.
gays in America are on the West Coast.
I think
too.
it happens more in like in the feds on the West Coast. They're like
Yeah, there are some like legends out there, like Fleecewood.
so
Fleece Johnson,
in Rikers
like,
in
they're
the
booty
'70s,
bandits,
like
well, they'll
that was
knock you
more,
out if you
yeah,
don't wanna
knock
give
you
it
out
up,
and just
and-
fuck your ass. while
Where
you're
they're just
knocked
like,
out.
we're going to fuck.
So
basically.
that does happen,
Yeah.
but like not as
It's
prevalent.
not. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, it's gonna happen all the time.
Because so when you hear stereotype jokes about prison or jail, you must be like, yes, or like it's not like that.
Yeah,
Like if you're Hispanic,
like
most
if you're
likely gonna
sagging
be
your
good.
pants, it means you want to get fucked in the ass. That's all.
Yeah.
Fucking,
If you what?
If you sag your pants,
If you want to get fucked, it's
you know
all
that whole
bullshit.
trend of
Yeah.
that came from jail.
People
And-
wanting to get fucked.
No, it's
Was,
because they weren't allowed to have belts anymore. That's why their
Yeah.
pants were sagging.
The jumpsuits. But I remember that's why I found out in jail. It was an older Dominican dude who had been to prison, and I would say, my pants would be sagging. He's like, that in prison, that's for two things. That either means you gangster or you gay.
what a different.
Yeah, I know.
It's very opposite sides of the
Yeah.
spectrum.
And he's like, and if
What
you're not
prison was he in?
gangster, I don't fucking know. I don't remember his fucking track.
Because it's different on the West Coast. The West Coast is like militant, broken down by
But
race.
basically, like letting your pants sag is kind of
an
flag,
invitation.
an invitation.
Yeah.
It's already halfway
It's like,
down.
don't-
Just let's
yeah.
struggle.
Yeah, it's, come
Now,
on,
since then, I've been wearing my
come
belt.
take it the
above
rest of the
waist.
way down, boy.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Altman. Just
Well,
I tuck my shirt in.
I'll even listen to stories of like West
Sew
Coast
it
and
in.
down south where I'm like, these guys
It's a
are
one
animals.
piece.
They're like way worse than we are. The stories I hear them tell.
Well, yeah, because it's more gang. Like if it in Suffolk, right, which is not as crazy as Rikers. If you're Crip, it's not gonna be that bad for you.
Right.
If you're, you know what I mean, you're gonna have problems, but if you can hold your own, you'll be all right. But in LA, you cannot. Like the jail itself will not put a Crip
With the
with the
Bloods,
blood. The
yeah.
jail itself.
Yeah.
Because they were like,
They,
this is gonna
whites were
Yeah.
whites.
Oh, really? They break it
Mexicans were
down.
Mexicans.
Oh, so there's no
Yeah.
like Oz was always like the white nationalists, the blacks, and the Mexicans, the Italians,
I
and
used
then
to
the
be,
whites had to link up with the Italians.
Yeah.
The Italians
Yeah.
like we're not racist, but like
Yeah.
it's better we have allies.
you have to be racist in jail.
Yeah.
Because Dominicans will always give me shit because I talk to black people. I was
And
friends
they don't
with
like it.
everybody, and they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you too cool with this Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yo, that's my boy from the town. But like, yo, but just be careful,
So it really was like allegiances like that.
Yeah.
Or like stick to who'd you go with?
It was tough. I'm Puerto Rican and
You went
Jewish.
with
It
the
was
Muslims.
fucking. It was bad. No, I used to go to war with the Muslims all the time, bro.
Wow.
All the time. While they were like praying, I'd like break dance in front of them and shit.
That's just rude.
we're taking
That's
taking
just rude in that
Jerusalem
way.
back, bitch.
There was this one dude. His name was Hassan, bro, and I thought like I was like, if I'm gonna do something serious, I'm gonna kill Hassan, like,
Hassan Piker.
or Hassan's gonna kill me, like, because we
Really?
hated each other.
Hated each other.
Hated each other. And I remember it was like I was getting out, and he's like, and he used to like speak very properly. That also used to upset me. And he'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Drescher, do you mind if I could have an audience with you?"
No,
alone?"
like
and
that?
I'm like, all right.
He
I'm
took
like,
like Leonardo DiCaprio
I'm
from
like,
Django.
I'm like, all right, Hassan, you want to fucking? So I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna fucking get it. We're gonna get it shaken. And then he's fucking did the fucking complete 180 on me. He's like, Mr. Drescher, you know you are not the same man who walked in here. You know that, right? And I was like, what? He's like, your child needs you.
What?
And your family needs you. And he's like, and you got to be there for them. And don't worry. He's like, if you stay out of trouble when you leave here, you'll find your people. And then I like almost started. I had to like run into my cell and put my towel over my fucking eyes again.
There's no way I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm like, and then I'm thinking, this motherfucker's tricking me. He's gonna fucking stab me. Like he's gonna do something. But that was.
Was there much like kindness like that? You guys saw like people.
If
just
you
like,
see kindness like that or
I
hear
don't
it,
trust it.
you don't trust
don't
that
trust
shit.
it.
You don't fucking trust it.
The Burt Kreischer Dillons by Free Waters. Wherever you go, you're going to be reminded of Burt.
Just like guys first coming in, hey man, you need something? Hey man, you need something? Little do you know, now you owe double on that.
wow.
Little do you know. I've seen guys come up, put like drugs in someone's hand, and someone be like, oh shit. And be like, yeah, that's yours. And then now you owe them money, and now guess what? Now you have a contract with them that you need to buy that every month.
Oh, my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
god.
for my
Yeah.
last charge,
So what do you do? Just go? No.
you
Like,
give
what's
it
your
back.
option?
You
Just
give it back.
No thanks.
Don't take anything.
Don't
'Cause
take anything from anybody.
When I was doing my
Unless you
last-
know them from the street. Yeah.
When I was doing my last thing for that snowball bullshit, I was trying to take a year upstate to not do 2 years in county. So my lawyer said he got me that. So I told people I'm going upstate. So the older guys were like kind of preparing me, and they were like, if you get to your room and there's food there or any gift bags, don't take it. Grab it, go out to the day room and say, hey, whoever this is, thank you, but no thank you. Do not accept it. Because if you take that, somebody come back, hey, did you like my gift? I got you.
That's a contract.
That's
Now
it, yeah.
you owe.
They're setting you up to owe them. And you don't want to owe people in jail. I remember.
Like if you're really down on your luck, some dudes that have stores and shit, like you don't have any money on your books and you like needed a bar of soap, like you can go get a bar of soap, but you owe two.
Yeah.
Now you owe two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So-
there was
Wow.
one time because my bed was close to like the TV and the tables where everybody would like gamble and shit. And I'm just taking a nap during the day, and all of a sudden I just like hear like a fight coming towards my bed. And it was this one guy who owed money and then was doing some like weird shit with the bet and started arguing about the money, like he wasn't gonna pay. And he's arguing with three blood dudes. There's this one Italian guy arguing with three blood dudes. And what I'm talking about, like they stomped him, like he hid under my bed
Wow.
to stop from getting stomped out. Like I just wake up to see three dudes standing by my bed stomping somebody by me.
Good morning.
Bad. Like his head, like he got up and like they had to take him out like later on because the guard saw him. And he didn't snitch, but they had to take him out.
Yeah.
What were
That's
the
how
wardens?
bad
Were
it
they
is.
breaking anything up, or you just wait till they weren't
The
there
war-
looking?
You mean like
The guards? I don't know.
corrections officers?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't care.
Bro, the corrections officers think about it, right? Like if you do a double,
What's the
if
double?
you do two shifts as a
Most of them
correction
do
officer,
doubles.
What,
That's where they make their
what's
monies
your
overtime.
difference? What's the difference between you and an inmate? That
You've
you,
been there
you go
longer.
you go home, you
Yeah.
fucking eat, and then you take a shower, you go to sleep for 6 hours, and then come right back in. So like, what's the,
So they're not going to break anything up because they're
no,
not.
they're just
Most
as
people don't
fucking
care.
sadistic and fucked up as them.
They'll be like, hey, you want us to turn off the TV? Now, if it like there's fights that if it doesn't stop, they have to come in. But if they're like, hey, if they yell and it breaks up, they'll might talk, hey, pull somebody out or something. But
And most of
never
those
come
are
in
guys
unless they
that
don't
couldn't
stop.
pass the psych test to become
Be a
police.
Cop, yeah, it's people that want to be cops but couldn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they make
And
like
a lot of them are strokers,
Was-
fucking like volunteer firefighters and shit like that too.
a lot of people don't care because they've been there for like 20 years and they're like,
Yeah, some guys I think join just to get the pension.
And they get the pension.
Yeah,
So like, I'm
Yeah.
just,
Some
I got
guys
3
do.
years left. I'm not looking to get anything.
Yeah.
like Milligan. He was
What?
there. He was there for like 18 years, but he didn't have to deal with because he worked in the
He
kitchen.
was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that where you met him? You met him
Yeah.
there? You met him in there?
Yeah.
You worked
That's
for
so
him?
funny.
He was my boss for 5 months.
Wow.
I remember that day you were like, me and you, we were hanging, and you were like, I gotta stop and see him. He's like the booker of the club, and I was like, bro, this is crazy. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, a
No,
guy
I didn't
that
know
you
he was
knew
the
in
booker
jail.
of the club.
You met
I
a
thought-
club booker in prison.
He didn't tell me he was the club booker at the
Jail,
time.
yeah.
He told me he was the head chef and a part owner. He left the booker part out, conveniently.
Head chef? No, it just means he steals the most food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a chef in jail, chef. So I was like, it was believable.
Yeah.
But he never cooked, so I don't even know if he could cook. We used to cook his shit.
Yeah,
We did his work.
yeah.
Wow.
But he was the man. He would get his sodas. He'll bring it the radio, so we just listen to the radio whenever we wanted to.
So that's a good shift.
Dude, it was the
Oh,
best
How
shit.
do
Yeah.
you get that? You got to put in for it. You get lucky.
So there's three inmates, and they were all Hispanic. So I talked to them. I was like, hey, when one of you guys leave, can I get that? So that's how I got it. It was something I like kind of put in for earlier. And it was just like you go during the count.
Yeah.
So you don't got to be in your cell. And you just chill, eat whatever you want. You can eat real food. And you just go for an hour and a half.
So when I
So
worked in
just
the
go to
kitchen,
eat and hang out, drink soda.
Wow.
He'll play like clips for us on YouTube from the office because they had a computer there. So it's like we'll be talking about shit and he'll just go and pull it up. And the guard that was with him was cool as fuck. So we'd just be there watching comedy shit or just whatever we wanted to watch.
The beer was piss warm.
So
But we
that-
felt like free men that day.
That Pepsi Cola was piss warm.
so the spot I was at when I worked in the kitchen, I worked in the kitchen for a full year. Like I just get there, they moved me to that dorm, and so from what I understood, like guys had to be there for a while to get in the kitchen. So I just get there, and they're like, "You're working in the kitchen." So then a lot of guys started coming up to me. They're like, "Hey, how did you get that job? You just got here." So I'm like, "Oh my god, I
Jewish?
have fucking problems with this."
You just got lucky.
So they come to
He's
get me
white.
to report to the kitchen. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not taking the job." They're like, "If you don't, we're gonna have to put you in solitary."
Yeah.
Wow.
If
Yeah.
you refuse to work,
Yeah.
you can lose your good time. And
Everyone has to work.
well, you can refuse in classification. But
Seven.
once you get to the working dorm and you refuse to go to work,
That's it.
you lose your good time.
And they'll put you
go
in
to
solitary.
You get to solitary confinement. That happened to my
So some
boy.
guys don't work at all, but they don't get in a better dorm.
They didn't
So-
care about that.
The most I could do was like 3 days. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And the guy kept coming around every day to ask. He's like, "You ready to work?" And I was like, "Yo, man, people are like pressing me about it. Like, why did you give me this job?" And he was just like,
Right
Yeah.
complexion for the right
yeah,
connection.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. And then fucking,
Yeah, they would always get the
I
best.
was like, all right, fuck it, I'm ready to go to work. And then I went back. I was like, guys, I did my fucking best. I'm sorry.
Where I was
work in
at,
the kitchen, bro.
all the
Um,
minorities worked kitchen,
Yeah.
and then they gave the white dudes the outside
I
detail,
detail.
laundry. They
Yeah.
gave them the best jobs.
Outside details, but like gardening.
Where like you go clean and shit. So,
Yeah,
like, they'll
those
go to
guys always got to
probation
smoke
officers.
cigarettes
They
and
get to
shit
smoke
too.
cigarettes. They get to be
Wow.
out. They get to be out
Wow.
and about.
Get some sunshine.
Yep.
Only white people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people that brought in the shipments, it was
Yeah.
like 3 guys, all white guys. And then the last time when I was in Riverhead, that 09 one, they made a 5-gallon bag of hooch. So you know, like those soda things that you put the syrup for like the Coca-Cola machines,
Yeah.
the syrup thing, the syrup bags.
Yeah.
So they took one of those, it's just 5 gallons. They filled it in with all types of juice that we get, pineapple, orange juice, all this shit. Put raisin, sugar, and then they got yeast from the fucking bakery
Mm.
and made a 5-gallon fucking
Wow.
hooch. And so there's 2 working dorms. So there's the dorm for the kitchen and then the dorm for the outside detail, laundry, and all those guys. That whole side got so fucked up that they got caught because one of the outside details guys was going around the dorm. He shit himself. and he had shit on his fingers, and he was going around trying to touch people.
Oh,
And
that
when
would get
the
you
guards
killed,
came
bro.
down, they
Jeez.
smelled it on him.
That's like
And it smells
assault too.
It smells
my
like nail
God.
polish.
What the drink?
Yeah, they gave us
yeah.
some in the kitchen.
And
but
then you
they
got to
fucking
strain it
kept
too
drinking.
because you get all the chunks of all that shit in it too, bro. It's
Oh.
nasty.
I always thought about making hooch at home, just to
You
fucking
should.
just for the fuck of it.
Bernadette makes limoncello. It's kind of the same thing. Limoncello.
Does he
whatever
make
that
it in the toilet?
Cos
As a
used
garbage
to-
bag?
not the best way.
I don't think it's gonna have the
Make
taste.
hooch. Sell them as crackers in Central Park.
Cos used to do
The
these
nutcrackers?
exhibits
Yeah.
where he'd make jail food for people.
Mhm.
He used to it's a gym called Combody.
Yeah.
So a formerly incarcerated dude owns it, and he only hires you if you've been incarcerated.
Oh, it's like
Combody, right
there's
there.
another one.
There's Con Bud on
Homeboy Industries.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Maybe it's at West Coast.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah, that's a West Coast thing.
okay. They only hire like
Yeah,
ex-convicts.
yeah. So, he was like a really good chef, and he could make really good shit, like out of the ramen, out of
Wow.
Doritos. Like he would make. He could basically turn a bag of Doritos like into a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Doritos
he could make
Locos.
cheesecake and all that shit.
Wow.
You would like eat good, man.
Hey, can you guys vote?
Yeah. That shit.
In New
Cuomo
York,
did
I
that.
think.
Fix that shit years ago.
They did. So you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I still tell people no. 'cause I
Cuomo
don't want
he
to.
fixed
want
that,
to. I
and he
just tell
fixed
people I
the.
don't.
I'm like, I'm a felon. I don't care.
That's smart. That's what I should
Yeah.
I'm a
say.
felon. Yeah.
He fixed the senior problem,
Jury
and
duty.
he fixed us
Fuck
voting.
you.
No, bro, I had to go to jury duty because I have
Not
a
a real felon, son.
I have a
told them to go fuck
certificate of
themselves.
relief now.
Okay.
So that's after your last charge. If you're good for 5 years, and you prove it, you got to jump through all these hoops. You'll get a certificate of good relief, a certificate of relief of disabilities, which
So, like-
means that you can't they can't hold it against you that you're like a felon, right? So you can start partaking in these jury duty, and before Cuomo fixed the voting thing and all that shit.
I hope that works. I don't think I can get into London or Canada.
That's probably
Because I
not
got a
Canada.
gun.
Almost
Canada, they
definitely
turn me
not.
around.
Almost definitely not Canada.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Drunk driving once.
Yep.
I had a friend who had drug sales who got into conspiracy theories, and there
Yeah.
was a conspiracy theorist in Canada who he wanted to visit. So he went through every fucking thing he had to go through, and he helped him. And he's like, yeah, I had to go to the consulate. I had to get like a letter from him, letter from my job, show him that I haven't been in trouble for a while. So I started looking into that because of JFL. I'm like, oh, if I ever want to apply for JFL, I got to get in there. And when I'm answering, they're like, what are your charges? I was like, drug charges, drug sales. They're like, all right, anything? I was like, yeah, weapons charges. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nope.
That's it.
Sorry,
Weapons
pal.
charges, nothing. I need Drake.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need Drake, Rogan, or Trump to get me in there. Or I know how to smuggle myself in. I know how to get into Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Get around.
They
Yeah,
give
I
me
know
so
it.
much shit when I tried to get into Canada.
I'll just
And
say
I was
know
only
some
going to be
Native
there
Americans.
for like a day.
They still that like we're not.
They were like, nah, they're like, you can't, you flew over your house because I went from Mexico right to Canada, and then I was coming back
Flew
to
over your
yeah,
house.
they're like, you flew over your house, you're only here for a day, and then
Something's up.
and then yeah, something's up, and then you're just leaving. So I had to stay in the airport, and then they put me on the next flight
Damn.
back to
What were the toilets like?
Metal.
metal
In
cold,
each
and
each
cold.
room?
Yeah,
Metal.
they
with the
got good
sink right
water
on top of
pressure
it.
though.
The seat that goes up?
No. It's
No,
just
there's
a,
no seat.
Slam somebody's head.
No,
No,
yeah, it's
no
just
seat.
a metal
It's
fucking
a stainless
bowl.
steel bowl.
How was shitting on it? Was it because the seat goes down so you don't fall
There's
into
no
the fucking
seat.
toilet?
There's no seat.
I'm
There's no
saying
seat.
like, so how do you shit in it?
You
just
sit on it.
sit on
sit-
it.
Sit on it, you can
Yeah.
you don't fall in.
You got to take your pants all the way off though when you shit.
Why?
In
I
case,
shit through
in
my
case somebody
pants.
tries to run up in there, and you're
You
not.
can't be pulling up. You're
Yeah,
just
you
like,
can't be fucking
Yeah,
easy to push
Really?
over. Yeah, if you have problems with somebody, I always
Who
shit
teaches
with
you
them.
that?
I knew a couple guys that said they did it, and I just started doing it. Yeah,
Do you piss standing up?
of course.
Yeah, you have.
Unless you have a fucking cellmate who's gonna fucking beat the shit out of you and make you pee sitting down.
What would you do with like the little tinkle? You know, little tinkles in your own bathroom that like little splash you gotta wipe up once in
Yeah,
a while.
wipe
clean
it
it up.
up.
You wipe it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had a cellmate once. It was an old black dude.
He wanted
This
you
was
to
my
pee
first-
sitting down.
No. He wanted no. So
We
what
pee sitting down here, Geo.
No. After I peed, he wanted me to dry wipe it with a toilet paper,
Mhm.
then hit it with the spray,
Mhm.
and then wipe it with the spray
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Every time I took a piss.
That
Yeah.
you would do that?
He was listen. I wouldn't do that.
He was
but
anal.
He was anal, but when you looked at his teeth, I'm like, how are you this germaphobe when all your shit is rotten?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like you have like all your shit is black, and he was such an OCD person. But I look at his teeth, I was like, it
Bro,
doesn't make
some
sense.
guys only do well
And I got lucky. He
in
left,
there.
and I didn't have a cellmate for 4 months.
Really?
And people were so jet. They're like, yo, how the fuck is that possible? I was not getting a cellmate for 4 months.
Is it better not have? Do you get along with your cellmate generally, or do you try to, or do you like?
Yeah,
wait,
you gotta
that
live
must
with
be
the
tough.
guy.
They took
Yeah.
it away now. They don't.
Yeah,
it's
nowadays
like,
nobody.
it's illegal to have 2 people in such a small space.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't do bunk beds anymore?
Yeah. They
They
built
just
all
have
new.
the
They
bunk
built
beds,
so
or you
many
just
new
by yourself?
places and so many new wings.
The
And
what's-
fix,
So it's just a shelf now.
Yeah.
I use it as a I used it as a
So you
shelf.
all get your own room.
yeah,
That must be way
we
better.
all get
at
our,
night, not have to
our
worry
own
about,
cell.
like-
We got our own cell.
right,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
room.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
not Betty by time. It's lights out, and you just gotta like have your lights out.
Yeah, they dim. It's
Some
they don't-
places-
it's not lights out. It's not dark. The
There'll be
lights
like a
dim.
little one.
Wow.
It'll be like a tiny one, like a. But
So
yeah,
I gotta take a piss real quick. Sorry
Yeah,
about
go
that.
for it. We can
Real?
keep talking. Yeah,
Jesus, you
it's
gotta
alright.
get that bladder fixed, buddy.
Did you have the thing of when you, afterwards where you're like now you're more easily able to sleep without having like pitch black?
Yeah, like I could sleep through anything, but then I had this thing for the longest where like wherever I would sleep, especially while I was incarcerated, I would sleep with my back up against the wall, all right, not like towards the wall,
Right,
like, in
for
case,
safety.
yeah, just for safety, and I continued to do that for a long fucking time afterwards,
Just
and
out of habit
just out of habit, and then the way I ate too, I would eat so fast,
to
So I-
stop anyone from any
just
trouble.
stop for
happening.
anybody from coming, or just get it over with and get back to
Would
just
you have girlfriends tell you to slow down?
girlfriends, my mother, yeah.
It's like, dude, you're not in prison.
My
Fucking
mother,
chill.
yes, my mother would say that all the time. And I used to do this thing too, where I would put one arm in front of the plate,
Really?
yeah, and then I would just and I would just house it.
Damn.
Yeah, that was hard to break. Now I'm starting to finally break out of like all that stuff.
How
Like,
long ago was the last time you were in?
the last time I was in, let me see, what I got about 12 years now, probably around 10 and a half years ago. I was already like clean, like, no drugs in my system and shit like that. But there was an old warrant I had. So
So you gotta serve that warrant, or
so a lot of people where I was at were like, dude, don't turn yourself in. But I remember at that time in the subways, they were like, the cops could ask to see your ID and shit like
Stop and
that.
frisk?
Yeah, and if they run your ID and see you have a warrant, you're gonna get arrested. I was like, it's better I just turn myself in. So I turned myself in, and I'm like, I asked the cop. I go, "What? Do you know what this warrant is for?" Because they didn't know, and he goes like, "Nah, it's just a bench warrant." So I'm like, "All right, bench warrant, not that bad." So I get to court, and it was for a fine I didn't pay for like a fucking trespassing or something, very light from years earlier. And I was like, "Oh, I have the money. Like I have the money." And the judge is like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It's at the jail. The money's at the jail in my property. I could pay. I can pay to get out."
Wait, you left jail without taking your property?
Well, no, when they're bringing you to court, you don't bring your money with you, right? So
Oh wow.
so fucking I'm like, "Let me out. I'll come bring the money." And he's like, "No." He's like, "Absolutely not." he's like, "No, there's no way I'm doing that." He's like, "I can't just." He's like, "You'll run. You won't pay. You got to pay." And he's like, "How much you have in your property?" And I think I brought I had like $800 in cash on me, and because I was expecting, I didn't know what the warrant was for. I was like, I might be here for a while. I need to have some commissary money, and I could fucking eat good and not have to eat the shit they serve you. But he like made a memorandum that, this much money out of the money that I had was going to go to the court, and they let me walk.
And then you went and got it, turned it right in.
Yeah, man, that was it. I was done. That was the last time I got locked up. But I will say, when I walked into the tier, right? At this point, I'm like 33, 34 years old. I remember I'm like starting to go fucking gray and my beard and shit a little bit. And I just remember walking in and being like, just looking around. I'm like, I don't know nobody here. It was all like just young kids. And fucking.
It was the opposite for me when last time I went in, when I realized I knew so many people from different jail bids, I was like, because from that first time I only knew people from school. Now I'm like bumping into people. It's like, oh, I was locked up with
With
you
you
in
and
05.
this-
I was
yeah,
locked up with you
Wow.
over here. I was locked up with you over here. And that's when it started hitting me. I was like, holy shit, I know
So,
way too many people in jail.
That
Yeah.
day, I went up to my cell. I tore my T-shirt in half and I just
Put it
wrapped
over your face and started crying.
I gotta start doing that. It's like a great way to do it in
I
public.
just, I
Just
just,
cry with a towel.
oh,
You think he's just getting a hot towel shave? Like, no, he's crying.
I wrapped it around my hands, and I was like, "Fuck it." I was like, and I left my cell door open. I was like, "Let me see if they fucking." I was like, first one that comes in is going out. And the rest of them might get, but they never came.
Wait, why were they gonna come?
Just bro, they're all young black and
Oh, right,
Spanish
right,
kids,
right,
and
right,
then I'm
right.
just like this fucking older white dude. And at this point, like I just looked different. I had like a collared shirt on, and I looked like a complete
Damn.
fucking herb.
Damn.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I got to throw a lot of some questions.
I'm looking at myself like, would I press me? I'm like, yeah, I would press me for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like this guy will just give.
Yeah.
But when you did have cellmates, you had to take a dump in the middle of the night. Was that just like, don't do this in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that was a rule. Don't do it when we're locked
Sleeping
in.
and
Yeah.
waking up like, what the
Shit,
fuck?
shit when we're out. Like if you got
But
to
piss
shit.
is fine.
Piss is fine. Yeah, piss is fine.
Would you try to hit the side of the? Was there water in the bowl?
Yeah.
Would you try to hit the side so it wouldn't wake each other
Nah,
up? You would just piss.
Yeah, I don't think it's kind of hard. To
But
hit
yo,
this. And it's
the
still metal. So
the
you just hear
water
piss and
pressure
metal.
on them toilets was crazy.
To
Good.
flush.
Yeah, the flush. So, dude, and you hear
It's the-
stories in certain prisons of like somebody
People
getting
escaping?
killed, and then they'll chop you up into little pieces and flush you down the toilet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what they have here, where there's no back to the toilet. In New York City ones, where there's no space.
Yeah.
It's just the thing. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
It
Yeah.
just gets yanked.
I
out.
should have
my
fucking
God.
suck your balls down there, bro.
Mine are in real
Really
pain.
great.
They're already halfway down. Everyone, I flushed today. I shit today, and I was like, I'm gonna do a courtesy. I'm gonna do one in the middle so it didn't build up too far. And then I was like, this is a mistake. But man, if it was lower with more power,
This is a song like when I shit, my dick touched the water. My dick touched the water.
did you guys make friends and keep friends?
No, I never talked to anybody. People give me the information. I'm like, I'm not gonna reach out to you.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna reach out to you.
Yeah, no, I don't.
There's people that I'm still friends with on Facebook.
Yeah.
Younger kid, but he's still out doing the same shit. So I don't want to be around.
So
that.
just a couple months ago, I went to go get like a new ID at the DMV,
Yeah, real ID.
and and the guy who's working the ID booth I was locked up with.
No way.
I was like, holy shit. He goes, how you doing, Derek? I go, Jimmy. I go, fucking look at you, government job, buddy. He goes, yeah, they hire us, and that was it. But
And you had friendships while you were in there?
you have friendships while you're in there, but once you're like, oh, this guy's leaving in 2 weeks, like you kind of start, like
That's
I
it.
would start reeling it back in. You know what I mean? It's
That's
like,
how in Hong Kong and Shanghai, all the expats that are there, all the relationships are like temporary because they're like we're all on about a 3 to 5 year contract with our bank or job. So it's like you're 2 years in, I'm 6 months in, so it's like borrowed time.
Yeah.
Once you're leaving, I'm staying.
yeah,
So no one gets that serious.
yeah.
You have a goodbye party, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy.
And half the guys are coming right back anyway.
My boy who called me from the feds like years ago. We went to Harlem to go buy weed, and he's like, "Yo, my boy that I was locked up with upstate, yo, this is my guy. We shared a bowl, bro. This is my dog. This is my dog. He's gonna get us some weed." So he takes us around to shop for bud, and we're sitting there waiting. I think I gave him like 1,200. My boy gives him 400.
Oh no,
Oh
you
my
guys got
God.
beat.
So he's just like, so we're going like,
Everyone
and
listening
it
at home
sounds
is
it
like,
sounds
You
good.
shared a bowl, man.
Shared a bowl.
You had no choice. You
And
had
the dude, like when the dude came, I was like, I'm always skeptical with everybody. I have trust issues with everybody, but I'm like, he says he's cool. I'll take his word for it. But I sit in the car and my boy goes in the building with him, and now they're sitting there. Probably like 20 minutes pass by. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? And all of a sudden, my boy he comes back and he's like he's on his flip phone. He's like talking, and he comes up. He's like, yo, son, I think I just got God. I think he just got us. I was like, what happened? He's like, nah, bro. He said that like they went to walk up, and he's like, yo, my boy's coming down real quick. He's like, just wait right here. And then he said while he was talking to him, he goes like, yo, you got a lighter? He's like, nah. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna go grab a lighter real quick. Like, let me get the money. And then he said he grabbed the money and just never came back. So I was like, you fucking. That's what I'm like.
I
I'm not
can't
gonna fuck
believe-
with no. I'm like, I
yeah.
met you in
Obvious,
jail
obvious, yeah.
because you were a piece of shit.
Yeah.
We could be friends here because we're both here.
Yeah.
And you would get close to someone because you're with this person. You know, you're around these people all
50
day,
Cent
every
said it
day.
best. 50 said it best. I might talk to you while we're up in the pen, but when we come home, don't mean we're gonna fucking be friends. Yeah.
Wow, that rhymes too. That's
Yep.
great for that type of genre.
He also had another one. He was like,
It
He's
probably
like-
served him well to rhyme like that.
he's like, guys in jail, they put tears in their pillows in the dark because if they did it in day, people would question their heart.
Mm.
I was thinking of that bar when you said the whole crying thing. I was just
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
Yeah.
I know I fucked it up, but it was something along. I know dark and heart.
Eventually, the more you go in and out,
Borderline rhyme.
you-
Borderline rhyme.
you
Dark
just
and
get,
hard.
like-
I'll
Dark and
allow
hard.
it if I have to hear you say it, but 50, more
This
like
is-
45.
Listen, as a renowned battle rapper now,
Yeah,
it rhymes. It works.
rhymes.
It hits.
it rhymes.
By the laws of Eminem, any word can rhyme.
What were the beds like?
horrible.
The mattresses.
Yeah, a little thin.
It's just it's like a gym mat.
I think like
They put
Bob
'em-
Barker owned the company that made him or something.
Bush. I know the Bush family was involved in like the food, like the
There's
food
money in that,
distribution.
huh?
So much
Yeah,
money. Yeah, and
private
they call it
company.
the
Private.
prison industrial
Yeah,
complex or
but,
something.
but we had the tan ones.
And you
Yep,
get a
mattress and linens.
You get a pillow too?
No,
No pillow.
No pillow.
No pillow.
I got a pillow
I didn't get a pillow.
in a couple places.
We were at the mattress.
Oh
had
no,
like a
the,
bump.
one of the last places
Oh,
I did, I
really?
had to
The new
stuff my
ones.
fucking.
Yeah.
It
My
had a bump in it
jumper.
already. That's your pillow. You
Yes,
can move it around.
yes, that's right. That's
I
right.
got
The
lucky.
company name is Bob Barker, but they have no affiliation with.
Oh, really? It's like the
That's-
Bill Murray Comedy
that's
Club in
crazy.
London. They're just like, people are like, why is it called? They're like, we think he's cool.
Yeah. The price is right.
With a focus on reducing recidivism. So me and fucking Kevin Iso were driving from Tucson back to Phoenix for a flight,
right.
couple-hour drive, and we get a text where we're halfway through saying flight's delayed 6 hours. Maybe it was a 3 or 4 hour drive, but we're like, let's take a scenic route. Let's get off the highway. We got time to kill. We're already gone. So we drove through like the deserts and stuff, found some old Mojave like ruins and stuff. It was pretty cool. Then we came across some building that said we didn't know what it was.
All
It
right.
was a prison. But we
Yeah.
had no idea. And they would go like, reducing recidivism since 1982. And we're like, what does that mean? We had to look it up. There's nothing around it. And we could see where their windows would have been to stare at. The only thing around it, this really got Kevin hard. He goes, was cotton fields.
Really?
And he goes, if you're black, which you high chance you are in there, and you're looking
80%
out
chance.
as like, my only way out of here is back into some type
Yeah.
of slavery.
They're just at the window like, damn, I gotta get out there.
But jail is new modern day slavery because, like I said, so we feed the inmates, we
Yeah.
clean the clothes, we clean the jail. They do
For
the
someone
painting
else's
and all that shit.
profit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, 'cause
They're
they don't get
making money
paid.
hand over fist.
Nobody
brother.
gets paid for that. Instead of them hiring somebody
Right,
who's
so
going
not
to come
doing
and paint,
within to say, hey, everyone's got to pitch in like
Yeah.
a community, like a
Bro,
like a
in
keyboard
Commonwealth states,
It's
when
the
you
same
get
money.
out, you owe the state money
yeah, with
for your
some,
room and board.
for your
Federal
room and board,
jails.
and if you don't pay, you go back.
When my father
Wow.
came home from the feds, they gave him a water bill.
What?
Yeah, they gave him
You
a
don't
bill
even pay
for
water
what he
bills
used.
in New York.
Yes,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
you got from the Fed. And this, what the Feds is doing with all that money? What
Wow.
are we doing with our income tax? Use that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an obvious one. I can see making profit. Like, let me get the contract to like make all the clothes. Okay, sure. But then how you can make the clothes? We'll hire. Like, no, get free labor.
Free
Yeah.
labor, yeah.
Bro,
But the water
call
bill's crazy.
centers.
Like, bro, I mean,
There's call centers in jail.
there was a
There's call
prison in
centers, they
upstate New
make
York
clothes.
that's closed down
What?
now.
What?
Call centers. You could call somebody. And they could
Yeah,
get
the
somebody in jail.
DMV. If you call the New York State DMV, there's a good chance you're talking to somebody who's incarcerated.
Yeah.
100%. Also, there was a prison upstate. They closed it down now. It was one of the best ones ever. It was called Orange. It was just Orange Correctional.
Orange
Was it-
County.
No, not Orange County. Orange
Oh.
Correctional in Warwick. It was a beautiful fucking like estate, bro. It was gorgeous. Fucking flowers, and the inmates there trained service animals. That's what they did.
Yeah.
They
There's no
trained
program
service
for that.
animals, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the toughest ones you guys remember being in? Like the worst ones?
The juvies were the worst ones for me.
Yeah, for the minor dome. I was in the same two jails, Riverhead, and I did Queens booking for 3 days, but the minors, being with the
Why?
adolescents.
They're
Because
crazy.
you're
Yeah.
just
You had nothing
you're
to
just
do.
a young Thundercat, and everything heals so quickly, mentally and physically. And kids are ruthless.
Kids are ruthless.
Ruthless.
I remember one time I was just standing there, and one of my friends just pegged me with an orange from across the dorm, just because.
Just to do it.
And then I threw a mop bucket of water, on top. It was just dumb shit.
Dude, some kid hit me with a fucking pear. I was outside
fucking-
the
holy
laundromat on
shit.
just walking on B and like
It was probably Geo's
being
boy.
like 11th, and I just felt something. I was, what the fuck? And it was a pear, kind of bounced like a couple. And I looked at these two kids. One was looking, and I was like, and they must have been like 16. I'm like, I don't want to fight these two 16-year-olds. I'll lose if they both fight. And then it's like, what the fucking idiots?
Yeah, kids
I
are
just took it.
are
Like, let me just
stupid,
peg
bro.
this guy. The back of my fucking members only jacket. Let's just stain. We need more racism.
Think about, remember the classes in high school where they had like those bad kids where it's like 4 of them, but there's like 8 teachers.
Yeah.
Imagine those kids in a dorm all day, 24 hours, and all
One
those
person watching them.
Whoa.
and they're barely in there. They go out to the lobby. They're barely in there.
Bro, there's some
This is
places I
us.
go to, it would be like four,
Lord of the Flies.
not tiers, but just 4 separate areas, one CO in a bubble in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Just so he could see all of them.
Like in that movie. Hey, show that clip. I want to see that clip.
Oh
now.
yeah, this is wild.
That's when you see something like that, you're like, yes,
That's real?
I've been incarcerated.
That looks like real.
That's
But I've been in something like that, but with adults though, not with minors.
Yeah.
With
But
minors, it was
that-
like the small line.
That's what prison looks like.
Wow.
And then mind you, so the dorm is probably smaller than from this green tarp to that table.
The what?
The dorm.
Oh.
It's just like this small thing, and then it's just the cells.
Hey, I think if
So
there's a way,
it's
I
like
don't know
6
if you
feet
can
like
find this, maybe on AI or something. I think that scene in there might have been used later as the station for 21 Jump Street. It looked exactly like it.
The jail?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because I know there's an
Especially
LA like jail they use for movies.
Yeah.
That I've been in, and it's right next to a hospital they use for movies. Like you walk through a door, it becomes a whole different like scene. It looks so similar. I don't know. See if you can find it.
6 best prisons for rent in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
That's
what that
hilarious.
movie was in 21 Jump Street. I would fucking love it if it was the same
That's a
thing.
fucking good eye if you caught that shit.
Not the sequels. It's the originals I'm talking about.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp and shit.
Yeah. Anyone in the comments, fucking let me know if he can't find it. I mean, I may be way wrong, but
Yeah,
what
but-
was it filmed in? Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as that,
Yeah.
but it was close enough where you just see everybody sees you coming in, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, new guy."
Wow.
You got like 20 people just standing around you.
Also, I'd be like, would you join in with that when other people came in?
Hell no, I never did no shit like that.
Nah. I was too like
Spit in someone's face. You don't even know them yet.
Yeah.
All jams were shot on location in Illinois.
Okay.
Okay.
Rainford Juvenile Correctional Facility.
No, it can't be then. There's no way there's no way Depp went to Illinois.
So the film was the Illinois Youth Center they used. Should go to show more. Interior jail scenes and the prison block scenes were filmed on a large 2-story set constructed inside the former Naval Armory.
in Chicago.
Yeah. Adult prison with a character McBride.
It's all
Interesting.
about the
Joe Lake
weapon
Prison,
thing.
Illinois.
There was one time, I think this is probably it was my senior year in high school. I got locked up.
Yeah.
I spent like half my senior year in county jail,
Damn.
and one of the fucking I was on the phone.
You went to prom in jail?
Yeah,
That's the
Your
last thing you
picture
want to do.
taken.
Yeah.
and you know how black people do prom send offs.
Taking you
it
to
was
prom.
lit. The prom send off was lit, but I was on the phone. It's like 20 minutes before the count, and we used to use.
What's the
phone
count?
call. You got to go on your cell
Yeah, they do
for
head count.
an hour,
To
half
make sure
hour.
no one's
Yeah,
escaping.
they make sure. Yeah, they
Yeah.
make sure everybody's there.
There's
Alive.
protocol that they do,
Yeah,
but
okay,
you have to
okay.
lock in twice a day for that.
I got a good lock-in story I'll tell after this.
Okay.
And we used to use those international calling cards.
Mhm.
There was a way to hack the phone systems to use those. So instead of calling people, you when it says say your name, you fill it with sound. It's a weird thing. You just fill it with sound and then hit like pound 3 times, and it hacks the system
Yeah.
some weird way, and then it lets you put in the card.
Yep.
So it you put in the number, you do pound, 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 and then it clicks over, does some shit. And then what people do, they get like a 300-minute calling card, and then people just use it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, you use my card, I use my card. If you got a card, because you like every time you disconnect it and reconnect, it drains it. So people realize, oh, just let it run. Everybody uses it.
Yeah.
So I had like a half-hour like slot left, and I was on the phone. The kid asked me, he's like, hey, you think I can make like a 5-minute call? I was like, I'll see, because I still got to call my mother after. I'll see what I could do. So I didn't promise him anything. But then like it's like almost like 10 minutes left to the count, and he comes again. Yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, I don't think I could do it. And he started getting like upset. And then while I was on the phone talking, he hung up the phone. Like, right, because the guard was like, yo, guys, get ready. As soon as he said get ready for the count, I guess he realized he wasn't going to use the phone. He hung up on me. And also the guard's right there. So I was like, well, I can't do nothing now. So we kind of like just argued or whatever. And then like the next day, we just kind of like kept our distance. And I was in the back of the dorm playing cards with somebody. But the night before, I knew something was coming, so I took the plastic spoon, and if you bend the top off, like back and forth, and cut it off, it makes kind of like this T shape that's sharp on both sides. And I broke it off, and oh no, sorry, the toothbrush. They give you a state toothbrush.
Nah, it wasn't the spoon. It was the toothbrush this
The
time.
spoon.
Man.
I'm thinking about the spoon.
Nah,
No, the
that's
spoon.
my other one.
I mixed up the spoon and this
my
one
apologies.
was the spoon. This one was the toothbrush. My bad. I was
Brother
mixing
Geo.
up.
Were
I
you?
was mixing it up with a story I was going
Were
to tell.
you sharpening the toothbrush on the floor?
No. So I had a rust spot on my bed, like right under my mattress, and I took the state toothbrush on the dull end and just started sharpening it.
What do you give it when you get the rust in there? What do you get?
Tetanus.
Tetanus. Get this motherfucker tetanus.
So I sharpened the shit out of it the night before, and I just kept it in my sleeve, because I'm like, yo, if he's gonna do something, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because after everything I said.
Yeah.
So I'm in the back playing cards, and he comes and kind of stands kind of close, and the guy I'm playing cards with, as soon as he's just like, yo, come on, take that shit away from my cell. And I start reaching in for the toothbrush, and he fucking just clocks me. Boom! Knocks me on the floor. And I already have it in my hand, so I just jump up. Like, this is the first time I got knocked down, but I didn't get knocked out. You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
up
he
again.
knocked me
You're
down,
gonna
and
keep
I
me
just
down.
jumped up from the adrenaline, and I just started, like, locked up with him, and I started hitting him in the ribs with him. And you just hear him scream. He's like, he's poking me.
Yeah.
He's poking me.
They always do that.
It's not breaking skin, but it's hurting.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like a sharp metal plastic hitting him.
Yeah.
And they break up the fight because the guard comes, and I'm just sitting in the back. My adrenaline's going, and he's on the other side, and I see him. He keeps looking at his hand. He keeps, like, grabbing his hand. And at one point, somebody came, he's like, yo, he fucking broke his hand when he hit you. He broke these two bones. They were like,
my God,
he
yeah.
broke the bone. Like, they were, like,
Because you didn't
sticking
punch
up.
you properly.
He hit me with this.
Yeah, you got to hit
And
it.
as soon as I heard that, I'm like, round 2 in my head.
Oh, right. He can't hit you now.
Yeah. I'm like, let's go. So and you could tell in his head he was not ready to fight. So he kept his eye, but I just walked this beeline. As soon as I saw the guard leave, I just beeline towards him and went for the second round. And they broke it up quick, but I got even though I stabbed him the first one, I feel like I did better the second time.
Damn.
Because I was just like, he had no hand.
That's solid. What's your story you were going to tell?
So, we got put on a lockdown one time. And this is like a lockdown where, like, you only left your cell to get your food, and then you went right back to your cell. No showers, no phone, no nothing. Like, nobody was allowed to do anything. And the reason why they put us on this lockdown was because the cops, the correctional officers, heard rumors that somebody had a firearm. Somebody snuck a pistol into the prison. Like, that's what they thought. So we're on lockdown for days.
Yeah, that's got to be a real no-no.
Dude,
Guards get hit too easily.
Yeah, we're going fucking, but we're
That's
going
super shut down,
bonkers. So
yeah.
then they're saying, oh, it wasn't a gun. They found a bullet. They found a round of live
Slingshot.
ammunition, whatever, all this horseshit. But what it really was there was this crazy Italian kid who he cut cardboard up into the shape of a gun, and he fucking, like, glued it all together, and he was going up to the cameras and like flashing this cardboard gun.
I've seen people make
Right?
roses out of toilet paper. So
So they're flipping everybody's cells fucking every day. I mean, bro, we're going crazy. It's like day 4, day 5, and everyone's finally just like, fucking we're fucking
Wow,
kicking our
yeah.
cell doors. You know what I mean? And then lieutenant comes through. He's like, all right, guys. He's like, all right, guys, we figured it out. We figured everything out. We're gonna let you out for an hour before lights out. You're gonna be able to come out for a little bit, and everything will be back to normal tomorrow. So the CO that was on, we used to like fuck with him, right? And somebody must have been fucking with him. So it's about time, an hour before lights out, and we're like, all right, fucking cells should be popping. They press a button, all the doors. It goes click, 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 click. Everything opens like in a circle, and he's not popping us out. So someone's like, hey, yo, CO, fucking. He goes, what the fuck? Let us out. And he goes, shut the fuck up. The CO just yells, shut the fuck up. And everybody got quiet. And he goes, I got permission from the lieutenant to keep you locked in for the rest of the night. I got permission. And everybody's just like, and somebody just goes, yo, CO. And he goes, what? And he goes, you have permission to suck my dick. And bro, everybody just fucking, bro, you want to talk about a pop? Bro, that place was fucking rocking. It was
my God.
all that tension built up, and then we all just let it out with a fucking laugh, and we'd stayed in for the rest of the night, but we were back out the next
That's
day.
so funny.
It was fucking hilarious.
Was there good humor in prisons and jails?
Dude,
Bro,
the
that was-
funniest people. I said earlier,
That
the
was
funniest
probably
people I ever
one
met.
of the best
So
live
funny.
jokes I've ever heard in my life, bro. I mean, comedic timing,
Live
setup.
jokes are so good when you're like, you had to create the moment for that joke to work. You can't recreate that.
Yeah.
There's this dude, I can't remember his real name, but we called him Pops, and he had one tooth. He had one tooth. And he was like one of those black dudes that would like, he had a deep voice, but he would make it like high pitched sometimes when he get like into it, like, yo, man, we walked near to my, you know what I'm saying, man?
It's like Danny Brown.
Yeah, he sounded like Danny Brown.
He talked like Danny Brown raps.
Yeah, and he had the teeth like Danny Brown.
Some of the most fucking.
But he'd have the guards dying laughing. Like,
Yeah,
he was
bro.
just funny. He was just on all.
And you
the
meet
fucking
talented people while you're incarcerated. I've seen coffee machines made from like a sock.
Were there good singers and stuff
like,
too? Were there people-
bro, there was one kid that used to make him sing all the time. I felt so bad for him. And they'd be like, yo, sing this. And he'd be like, I don't know it. And they would like make him learn it. Yeah.
'Cause
He had a
good
voice like an angel, bro.
time. You know, what's that? If
And
I
had
Ever
him
Fall
singing
in
I
Love,
Believe I Could Fly by R. Kelly.
Shy,
It was hilarious.
And if I
Ever
one time we were locked
fall
down
in
and
love.
everybody was singing it,
Really?
and I'm hitting it with it, and they're like, "Geo, is that you?" And they made me sing.
Wow.
They made me sing.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
I got them pipes, man.
Yeah. They made him
No
sing.
homo.
That kid Chris, I felt bad for him, man. Because they were teaching him like 2 new songs a day. Poor bastard.
You guys ever
They got R. Kelly.
They made
sing
R.
in
Kelly
jail.
sing.
They made him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it made him sing to somebody's daughter,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah,
her birthday
yeah.
or something.
I know there's a bunch of inmates that's like, because I'm like, if I'm locked up with R. Kelly, and I don't give. Listen, man, you're a piece of shit,
do it.
but
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Sing for
listen,
me.
Okay.
sing for my baby mother.
He's probably like, yo,
Yeah,
fucking
what a
killing
fucking
me
win
right
you
now.
get. Yeah. Did you guys ever think about killing yourself?
All the time. This morning
Yeah,
when I
bro.
woke up.
Yeah.
No, I mean in there.
Oh, a lot. Yeah,
Dude,
I got on suicide watch once because when I got my gun charge, they're like, "Oh, where'd you get this?" I was like, "I was gonna kill myself." So I got put in the fucking
The
dress
turtle suit?
for like 3 days, and it was the fucking worst thing ever, bro.
Yeah.
It was the worst because like it's just like a Teflon dress. You get no underwear, no socks.
No, they don't
bed
give you a
sheets,
blanket. You're just
no
cold.
blanket, no bed sheets, and then they have the air conditioner on blast because the fucking guard sits right there and watches 4 people.
Mhm.
And there's no TV. It's just like you're in the box with no underwear.
Damn. What's the
Turtle
box
soup.
like?
Box is horrible, bro. People go crazy.
I lost my mind in there.
I know-
How long would you be in there?
4 months.
I know a
So
guy
you guys
that
said earlier
did.
23 and 1. Is it 23 hours on? You get an hour out.
It's even
Half
worse
hour.
in like max
You don't even get the
prisons,
full
bro.
hour. You
I
get
know a
30
guy
minutes.
that did 8 years in the box. Like
And this is prison box.
yeah,
Some
this
of them
is a
have
prison box.
cellmates.
So he didn't even get to like go do rec with other people. When it was time for him to get his rec, another door would pop open in the back of his cell to outside, and you just got a fenced-in area out there.
By
and
yourself.
By yourself, and you could just
Run
walk
a little
around.
bit.
Yeah, walk around in circles. Yeah, and dude,
Did he come out
some
crazy?
you can't even go use the phone. They have a fucking phone with a roll of telephone wire, and they roll it to your cell. The CO dials the number for you. They pass you the.
I would have rather that because the first time I went to yard in that dress, I saw somebody because there's 3 yards. I saw somebody I knew in the other one. Like, yo, Geo, what I got you in the dress for?
And you're just there. I'm cold.
What would you get in there for? Like it was just a level of punishment?
Yeah, like if you are doing like a serious bid and you just are fucking people up and stabbing
Tickets.
people, like there's just like, all right, you're gonna do your time in the box now. Like you're going to
You
the
have
box.
too much trouble to deal with.
Yeah, you're too much trouble to deal with. You need to be separated from everybody.
It's like those Supermax jails. Where
The
it's
shoe.
just like, yeah.
Segregated housing
Did
unit.
you ever see that? Was it a Cartoon Network show, Super Jail?
No,
It was like on a planet. The whole planet was a jail, and it was like the worst criminals in the universe.
no, I
was
should
pretty
check
good.
that out.
But I have no relation to it, like you guys
Yeah.
said.
We wanted to make an animated show called Jailbirds.
Jailbirds, yeah.
So it was like the crows were like
'Cause
black.
Jay called us the jailbirds one time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what if we made a show with actual birds in jail?
Yeah. The crows from Dumbo.
Yeah, the
Less
crows are
racist a little bit. Yeah.
Pigeons, crows, owls.
The eagles,
we'll
the
have all of
warden.
them, Yeah.
You know, the crows are the black people.
Pigeons
the
would not
Span-
be bad because also they're like the undesirables of the society.
Yeah.
Those are the Italians, the good feathers.
Guys, this is a fucking winter show. It's too bad there's not a single network anymore.
Bro. Jeez,
The Cartoon Network sucks now.
Did you guys ever get stabbed?
I got slashed.
I got
but it was in the
stabbed,
streets.
like,
That's
yeah.
what that is?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
branded
I was
for
looking.
that.
I didn't make the connection. I thought you like laid wrong on something.
That and this. I'm trying
Sleeps
to
hard.
stop
He
it.
sleeps hard, Ari.
Here.
You try to stop. Really?
Yeah, trying to like grab my jacket, stopped it. Like because he was pulling onto my jacket, and somebody had told me like in jail, they're like, "Yo, somebody is cutting you. Throw your jacket over your face." And then in that moment, I just happened to remember
did
that,
it?
and he cut through the jacket and hit my neck.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What about you? You
I just got stuck right here, right at the top of the ass, playing basketball, and everybody ran away. I never even
Who-
saw who did it.
you don't know who did it?
Mm.
You have suspects?
There was this gay dude. I stabbed him, so I think it might have been one of his.
That's got to be a motive. At minimum, he's got a motive.
It was over a bag.
Stab
Of,
you.
it was over a bag of Doritos.
Oh shit. Yeah, I got
What
pistol.
flavor? Better have been the red. No way, ranch. You're doing that.
It was red. Yeah, nacho cheese.
Okay.
Red,
Yeah.
red or purple.
It works.
Red or purple.
Purple. Oh, that's new.
It's
Yeah.
spicy.
What's that, the chili?
That's sweet, spicy.
Sweet.
That's the best one. If you haven't had the purple one, try the
Nah, red.
purple
is,
one's fire.
Red is where it's at.
It-
I ate ranch. when
Red's
I was
where
a-
it's at.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You might like ranch better, but if you're at a party and you got to pour one into a big thing, for everybody, the odds of somebody not liking ranch are high.
Yeah,
Like, the
yeah,
odds,
yeah.
everyone's gonna like a red.
Everyone's gonna like the nachos. Yeah.
And plus, the ranch kind of smell weird.
They smell. They make your breath smell.
Yeah, yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got pistol whipped too.
By
That's
who?
I got. It was a random thing. He thought he my cousin was like a big drug dealer in this apartment complex.
Sorry.
And he had got a Beamer,
Yeah.
and I told him not
A
to.
Beamer for the black listeners. That's a.
It's
That's
a
BMW.
BMW. Sorry,
Yeah.
a BMW. He got a BMW, and I told him, I'm like, you live in a black neighborhood. Everybody in there is gonna think you're a millionaire now, and you're gonna be a target. And probably like 2 weeks after that, we were supposed to go hang out with some girls, and he dropped me off in my car in front of his house. And he was like, no, he told me no. He's like, yo, let's just go to the girls. I'm like, I don't want to leave my car there and pick it up later.
Yeah.
So I'm like, take me there now. And when he drops me off, I realized I forgot the key in his car. So now I'm waiting at my car for him to come back. And while I was there, this kid just walks up. And it looked like he had to be like 16. I think I was like 22 at the time. Young kid, like from the baby, but, tall black kid. He's like walking by. He has his hand in his pocket. He's got a knapsack on. So I'm just thinking, probably going home, coming home from basketball. And I'm kind of looking at him from the corner of my eye. And all of a sudden, I see him just pull out this fucking big cannon. Like, and when I heard the cock, my first thought was like, I have so much problems around here. Is this something coming back? 'Cause I'm like,
dead.
I don't look like I'm gonna. Like I heard, and he cocked the gun. So as soon as he cocked the gun, he grabs my shoulder, and I hold on to him. And I don't know how, but I end up grabbing his arm. And now we're like kind of fighting. Like I'm holding his arm away. And we're like struggling back and forth. And he did like this kind of like push and pull thing. And then in the moment when he did that, he lifted up the gun and it popped me in my mouth, split my lip open. That's why I have like this lump here.
Yeah.
And it
See
knocked this little tooth
Damn.
out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Damn, I should have brought mine too.
Yeah. That happened in 09.
Face
08.
him and do it one more time.
He's seen it.
I've seen, yeah. I have
That's
like
crazy.
I
Dude, it
have a
fell
whole-
in
Crazy.
Punta Cana. I was underwater and it fell
It
out.
fell out. We had to find
And
it.
you had
in
to
the
go dive
pool.
in
We
with
had
yeah,
to
yeah.
find it
Yeah,
for my
bro.
tooth. I was like, this cost me $500.
Who found it?
I think I found. Oh, somebody's foot felt it. They're
Yeah.
Like, it's right here.
I was in Great Barrier Reef and somebody's wedding ring came off. My dive partner's wedding ring came off, and he comes up. His wife wasn't diving that day. We're on like a liveaboard, and he was like this. She goes, "What?" And she goes, "No, what?" Because he just slipped off with the water. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they go, the whole staff. They're all like dive instructors, but they also have to be cooks and do everything.
Yeah.
They go, treasure hunt. Let's go.
And they all
And
went.
they all went in, and just like we get to search for as long as we can, and then they found it.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
There's
That's
like
crazy.
currents also and stuff, but they're like, let's go. What a game to play.
That's
They go, it's
even-
right around
even
here.
more
The lady
possible.
dropped, she goes, where we was diving with, like dropped her weight. She goes,
Uh-huh.
it's somewhere around this weight. But still, with coral,
Yeah, that's sick.
they were so stoked to find it. We couldn't believe it.
That
Damn.
must have been because even with mine, it took me almost like 2-3 minutes to find it, and it was right there. And there's no current. There's no,
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no sand or anything.
And you were drunk as fuck.
I was fucked up. I was fucked up.
And baking in the sun all day.
Yeah, I got burnt that day.
Yeah.
I got 2 questions for you. What were visits like?
They were the best part.
Yeah.
That's what you waited for. That's what you counted. Be like, oh, I got 39 more visits left.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'd be hard because like one, he was like with the daughter thing. My daughter came,
Oh, yeah.
and
That was rough.
yeah, she was just like she was kind of used to it. She's been going for a little bit, but she's only like 3 years old. And then one time she hits, "Mommy, is Daddy gonna come home with us this time?"
Oh.
Mm.
And then my baby mom starts crying, like from saying that shit, and it almost starts getting me, and I got mad at her.
Yeah.
Who's hurt? The mom?
And I got
Mom.
mad at the mom
For
I'm like,
bringing
chill
her,
the
yeah.
fuck up. But that's me trying to like not cry.
Yeah, and I
Getting
could
mad at her.
I could gauge my visits from how they were in the beginning to how they were once I, started getting incarcerated regularly. Like the first time my father came to visit me, I started to well up, and he was like, "Do not cry in front of these people. Don't
Wow.
cry. Hold it
Had
in."
he been
Hold-
in prison?
My father has had some run-ins with the law.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, do not cry in front of these people. You cannot cry in front of these people. Stop. So, and then like one of the last times he came to visit me, he's just like, I was like, "Hey, what's up, Pop?" And he's just like, "Oh, all right, you're
Used to this now.
you're good now." Yeah. He's like, "This is another conversation we have to have," but
And
that's
was there stuff you wanted to like? What were there like? Tell me about what life is like out there, or were you just like, how you
You don't even wanna
doing? We just
know
talk sports.
sometimes.
We just try to forget.
I don't even know what to talk about. Cause
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
wouldn't
what
know
do I gotta
either.
talk about? I was like,
Was it this thing? Where you
No,
gotta
no,
go
no.
through the glass? No, you get to sit somewhere with
it
them.
was
Sometimes
just a
it
table
depends.
with the glass.
So I was in a
eye
bunch
level.
of different places. So some had the phone, some there was just they were right across from you. Some had the glass, and yeah, it was
And they would tell you that, come on, that's enough.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like, let's go, and you got to say your last thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
such a
remember-
cold thing.
Yeah, I remember like when my father came to see me the first time, and he's sitting there. I was like, "How does it feel being on this side of the glass?"
So he had been.
How does it feel? Yeah, he did like little booking stuff, and then he did like 9 months in the feds because he worked at a chop shop, but he didn't know,
Yeah.
so he kind of got off on that. Probably snitched. I don't know.
Did you ever visit him while he was incarcerated?
All the time. I was the one that never missed a visit. I
Really?
love that shit. They put a little invisible ink
Yeah.
for the visitors, and you put it under a purple light.
Yeah. So you were a kid, like, ooh.
And my
That's
aunts
fun.
always
That's fun as
Yeah.
a kid.
and
Yeah.
and then my aunts or whoever took me, whoever went, they would buy me something on the way back because they felt bad for me. They're like, "Yo, let's take them to KB Toys."
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So I was
Did
like,
you-
"Yeah, that was awesome."
Did you ever get conjugals?
No, we
you
weren't
got to
like
be
that.
doing like that's maximum, and you got to be doing like what is it, like 20 years?
A
or
long
some shit.
time.
You got to be it's only max jails. You have to be
You
married.
got to be married. Can't just be some.
Can't be a
and you
girl.
can't
Yeah.
you can't have no tickets. You can't.
Yeah, you got to be
get in
like
trouble.
good.
You have to be good. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
because
the
they'll
first thing I
they'll
was
yank
saying
some
is-
shit from you quick.
Every 6 months, she
Yeah.
comes for a weekend. You
You
get
live
a
in a
trailer.
little trailer.
You get a trailer, you stay there for the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, she brings
Trailer visits.
food, cook for you. And all
Oh,
that
wow.
Stuff. Yeah.
That's
Put it in her butt
Yep.
as much as you want. Be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, this is a woman's butt."
I don't. Do they still do conjugals in New York though?
Yeah.
They do. I always thought they'd cut them out.
That's why you see like so many black dudes get married with like the ugliest fat white women while they're in county jail. Yeah.
So
So
they have
you can-
conjugals.
So
when they
yeah,
go
so
up.
many times like a dude just comes back from like they go to the chapel. He's like, yeah, I just got married, and they show you the pictures. I'm like,
Some
you're
some
gonna
chick
do
was
good
willing.
up there. Yeah, you're gonna do good up there, brother.
Oh
She's
my
gonna take care of you.
Oh my god.
One of my
And then
earliest
they just
memories.
shit on them when they get home.
I just remember. It's like my first time in. This is as an adult now. Now I'm an adult, so
Yeah.
I'm graduated from juvenile to like I'm in with the men. And juvenile was hell, but I just remember hearing a guy on the phone, and bro, this shit sent chills down my spine. I just remember he's yelling, he's going, nah, fuck that, nah, I ain't never coming home. And I was just like, holy shit, like I need to take a look at who that was and make sure I stay the fuck away from him,
He had
bro.
nothing to
Yeah.
lose, right?
Yeah.
Lifers?
Yeah.
I
Dude,
ain't never coming home.
When I got sentenced to 2 years, I was there's like a little cell outside the courtroom, and I was with 2 other dudes, and they're in there. They're like, yeah, man, they offering 35, but if they give me the 20, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that right now.
Yep.
And then the other guy's like, yeah, man, they're trying to give me 15, but I'll take 10. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
such a
gonna
long
jump into this
time.
conversation.
Bro, it was one
10
time.
years, 20 years, and say I'll take it.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
decades.
Bro,
Yeah.
I had to go to court for child support once. They transport me for child support, right?
Yeah.
But I'm with guys who are being sentenced to 25 years, 15 years. I'll never forget this one dude's name's Maniac, bro. That's what they call him, Maniac. He had a tattoo on his face that said Maniac. And for some reason, I didn't have, I had peanut butter and jelly. I didn't have ham and cheese.
Because
and-
you're Jewish.
Kosher.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so they're all going, yo, why is your sandwich different than ours, right? And I'm like,
Manish,
Jewish.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, I got some questions for you.
And then-
since you're
and
here.
then
I
next
got
to-
some legal advice.
next to my name on the list, it said CS, which stood for
Cop-
child support.
Okay.
And then they're like, yo, why you got different
thought it
letters
meant
next to your
cracker
name?
snitch.
And I'm like, oh my
You went to
God.
jail for not paying child support?
Yeah,
I had
bro,
to-
that's a big thing.
I never went to jail for it, but they had to produce me to the court. So I was already in for something else.
Wait,
They
you
were-
didn't know that you could go to jail for not paying child support?
I didn't know if he did.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
I
I've
thought
never, I ended up never having, that was never
Yeah,
my
there's
charge.
another comic I don't want to say because it's his
Yeah.
business, but just bleep this. But he'd be like, but he'd be like, you get out and now it compounds.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you couldn't
the
pay
thing.
before you went in, now you have more and
Now
you
you're
can't.
backed up, yeah.
You haven't worked.
And
Yeah.
you don't get good time.
So, and that
if
was
they
the thing.
sentence you to 6 months, you do the 6
Basically,
months.
what I
not
was
4.
trying to do was freeze it.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. That
Split
was what I was
laws,
fighting
yeah.
for. And I remember it's not even a judge that presides. It's like a magistrate or something.
Cool.
And she
Very
was like,
British.
she's like, Mr. Drescher, whose fault is it that you're incarcerated? And I was like, it's mine. And she was like, okay, child support continues. So I owed like $40K when I got out.
Damn.
I paid it all off though.
You gotta just kill that kid.
I
No
paid-
offense, but
Or the mother.
the right thing to do.
I paid it all off. But yeah, that was crazy. Those guys, that guy Maniac's like, hey, I got 12. Better than 17.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this fucking guy's gonna kill me too on the way back because I had a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Damn.
And he had
Oh.
ham and cheese, Jimmy Dean's.
And then after hearing that conversation, I go out there. They go to sentence me. And you're not supposed to look back. You can't look back at the people. So my whole
What do you mean
family's...
can't?
The bailiffs tell you don't look back. Like, stare at the front. Because, your family's back there.
I wonder why they
you
do
of
that.
course you would look back there.
Yeah.
To be like, want to see how your mom's reacting.
Mhm.
So they don't want you. They're like, don't look back until you leave. Then you can say bye. But I wasn't gonna listen to them. But I walk out,
Going either way.
and as soon as I walk out, my daughter starts calling me. And I look back, and I'm like, baby. I'm like, baby. And then I turn back, and she just keeps calling me, Daddy, Dad. And the guy's like, just face forward, just face forward. And the whole time I'm just like this. And also, what made it worse was after I pled, this is when I threw a snowball at a bouncer and they gave me assault with a deadly weapon.
What?
Felony charge. Violent felony. Yeah.
It's people in Utah are not going to understand this. The snow in New York is very icy.
Yeah, that's what they said in one of the statements.
It's very
It was an ice
hard.
block. But because it broke a mirror and the glass cut him. But they didn't show that in the video. They only showed the surveillance of me throwing it. And right after I signed all the fucking sentencing, guilty, all that shit, the judge calls my lawyer, his secretary, and the prosecutor over to him, and he's telling them something while he's looking at me the whole time. He's like, da 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 da. Then the secretary comes over with my lawyer and the DA, and they're standing there, and he's like, he just wants you to know he just realized from filling out the order of protection that he knows the victim, but it's not affecting your case. And I was just, that's when it hit me. I'm like, that's why they didn't want to give me the year. That's why.
So they gave you what?
They gave me 2 years. And he told me,
But it's not affecting your case. Like, no fucking way.
He told me that off the record.
No fucking way. No,
Yeah.
no. What do you mean it's
Yeah.
not affecting my case? Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It affected, that's conflict of
You
interest.
probably could have did
I
fucking.
could have beat that, or it kind of got
You probably
transferred.
could have habeas corpus that shit.
What I thought, what I should have done was do the end of Dead President scene and start and just had an outburst.
Fuck
and
you
be like,
mean?
no, I want this on the record. What do you mean?
Fuck
you know
you mean?
Right.
Because all that they were like, they came and told me in
Records, they
private,
couldn't type it.
so it
They
wasn't
couldn't look it
typed.
up.
And me, I'm just like, I'll be home in 5 months or 8 months, whatever. So I was just like, whatever. But I go out and now I'm just like all emotional, like my eyes are watery and shit from all of this. And then I come back in, they're like, yo, you're not crying, right? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I thought you were gonna be like from the end of the president's when he's like, after all the motherfucking shit I did for this country.
That's what I was
And he
about to
throws the
say. I
chair.
did everything I fucking did. 2 years for a fucking snowball.
How long did they give him at the end of the president's life? Right?
Life, 25 life.
Wow.
Yeah, he killed cops.
Yeah,
did.
that's
Life.
a big one. That's
Yeah,
a big one.
yeah.
I used to think treason was the biggest one, and then all those guys, fucking,
Oh, yeah.
they're all out.
Praz
Yeah.
from the
Treason, I thought you got
Fuji.
hung.
Yeah.
You heard about Praz from the Fugees?
No.
Was like getting money from the CCP and shit. He was like a Chinese spy.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got arrested. I think
One
he's
of the
he
other
got
guys-
sentenced like 25
You remember
years or
John
some shit.
Forte from the Fugees? He was their he had like the dreadlocks. So
Okay.
he was they $20 million worth of liquid cocaine they found on him at an airport. $20 million worth. He's out. They were able to get him out. They were able to. Yeah. I think he ended up doing like 10 or 12.
That's crazy.
So something I ask people, well, something that comes up in regular travel
Mhm.
is, especially if you're going long term, is coming home, and it's a different thing. This is actually the reason I started this podcast. Is my friend Rolf Potts is a travel writer. He's like talks about, he has this book called Vagabonding about like going long term traveling, and the first 10% is like getting ready, and then the middle 75% or 80% is going, and the last 10% is coming home. One of the things he says coming home, it's like you're going to be like, it's hard to get used to everything again. That's what it is for me now. Go to Latin America. I'm just starting to stop it now, but like looking at New York and America like an observer, and I'm like getting used to it. Wiping your ass with the softest toilet paper, like, oh,
Yeah.
right.
Not palm
Forget-
tree
yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, forgetting what you took for granted before.
Yeah.
This is all brushing my teeth with my
Flushing
friend Matt Edgar.
toilets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It caught me like laughing. He's like, "What are you laughing?" I'm like,
Using
"Teeth-
doorknobs?
tooth water." Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Sink water for anyway. The coming home is a real part of it, and this has to be different. So, like, what's the coming home like? Getting out of those things.
It's great because you get new sneakers. You always get new sneakers.
Get some new pussy.
Yeah.
You
Or
find
some
somebody
old
to
pussy.
fuck.
Yeah. Your boys take care of that for you usually.
They're like,
yeah.
"You haven't gotten laid in too
Yeah,
long.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you.
Let's
yeah.
help
Let's
you
get
out."
you. Yeah.
I know a fucking floozy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some fat white girl I've been writing to the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Or
coming.
calling.
And you never bring
Yeah.
anything from the jail with you ever.
What do you
I
mean?
did that mistake.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean? What do
You
mean?
never like any clothing they give you, doesn't matter for socks, fucking underwear, t-shirt, you leave all that shit there. You wear nothing.
You put on the stuff you walked in with.
Yes.
Yeah,
whatever
Or
you
if you had your
property, yeah.
people send you new stuff that they put in your property, you know what I mean?
I have folders still from jail with like artwork, letters, still in my closet. That is-
Artwork?
yeah, it's because people would draw like so. I'll go to send a girl like a letter, and I'll have them draw like a Tweety with a heart on the envelope, and then fucking lace it up with like color pencils and shit.
So coming home though is just
Would you bring like letters from your kids? You take those back with you or no?
Well, my daughter didn't know how to write.
Oh, yeah, no, my daughter didn't know how to write either at that time. But yeah, no, I didn't take any letters that were sent to me stayed there.
My daughter
Wow.
doesn't
Yeah.
remember.
Why? No memories? You don't want memories?
Yes, you're. Yeah.
We got enough. But I do like going back in that folder sometimes and looking because like one of my boys that I used to write, he's locked up too at the time. He's doing 75 years because he killed 2 people, chopped up their bodies and buried them in my neighborhood.
Burying him is actually the best part.
And he only
It's
got caught
actually a
because
special
he-
way to- after you kill somebody, you're
He
supposed to bury
dismembered
them.
them, buried
Dismembered
them.
the
He didn't
the
bury him
chopping
deep
of
enough though.
Separately.
Didn't they fucking pop back up through the ground
Yeah,
or
so
something?
he buried the. You know what a sump is? So it's kind of just in like most like
sump
suburban
pump.
areas. It's just kind of it's like a big hole in the ground
Okay.
where kind of all the water goes and all the drain storm shit.
Mhm.
And he went in there and buried the limbs, but couldn't get the torsos. He couldn't get the torsos over the fence. So he buried the 2 torsos in his mom's backyard in his dog's grave.
Backyard.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind doing it with someone you know.
Yep. And she was deaf too.
Drive
which is
out to
kind of fucked
Gogo
up.
Beach. There's so many bodies already there.
Yeah. We lived on Long Island. There was so many places you
So
could have went and
much.
buried
Yeah.
it. He went to fucking Brookhaven to bury the 2 torsos.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the smell from the sump, like it goes out to the storm drain. So everybody in the neighborhood was smelling something weird. And the 2 guys, so he kidnapped 2 dudes and 1 guy escaped. And that guy kind of was just like, yo, if you're looking for these guys, this is the last person who
I saw them. Yeah.
And so he was already arrested, and they went to his mom's house, found the bodies, and then that was it. So he got like 75 years. His girlfriend, who hid the guns that he shot him with, she got 10 years. And then the dude that drove him from Queens to Long Island with the bodies in the tub, in the Rubbermaid tub, he got 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You talk your friend into helping you, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did,
You used
what-
to have the best coke in Long Island. Dog. Shout out to Darren Lynch.
Okay.
Yo, do
Yeah.
your time, my brother. You'll be all right. You'll be home soon.
Hold your
You
head.
be home in
do your
in
time. Don't let
72
your
years.
time do you.
I heard he got
Is
cut
that a big
up
saying?
too.
Yeah.
I heard he got sliced up. My boy told me he got fucking slashed
Damn.
up for debt.
I used to hate hearing about shit that's happening like in the town while you're like, wow. I remember
Why?
one night somebody was like, yo, your brother got knocked out. I was like, what? Like, and just the fact knowing I couldn't be there to like fucking
help him.
help my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened with a friend of mine. He got jumped in front of his house, and this was like he had like a young mom. She was like 30. He was like 15. So it was like we could just hang out there, smoke. She smoked with us, and they went to his house and jumped him in front of her and like the family and shit. So I remember hearing about this in jail, and I was just like, yo, when I come home,
I'm
like,
coming right back in.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm going to avenge you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I ended up the kid I fought for. I ended up stabbing him like 5 years later
Isn't
because
that
he tried to
funny?
hit me with a bat,
That's hilarious.
and my hand's still fucked up. Well, he
Yeah.
hit me with the bat.
What basically
that
what it
right
comes
there?
down to is these people who become incarcerated and end up going through the system. It takes a lot to turn your brain chemistry around from that once you get caught in that loop.
Yeah.
So Ali would say that he and who knows, but he said he went in there as a nonviolent offender, and then in there they trained him to be a violent offender.
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Yeah. Yeah, I became much more callous and cold to things. And now I also don't put anything past anybody. Like any human being, I think you're capable of horrible things.
Yeah.
So
Which has become like a big thing in the relationships in my life where I'm like, oh, you never know. He could be doing this. And people are like, why the fuck would you think that? I'm like,
That's how I am with
Yeah.
women. Sometimes when you work at the comedy store, you see the people on dates go fuck a comic in the back. They don't even know. They just saw them and they go back and they
Yeah.
sit back with their boyfriend. And I'm just like,
Yep.
I've seen what they're capable of.
Yeah.
It's beyond
Yeah.
what you would expect.
yes.
Or
Yeah.
the whole thing where they're just obsessed with you, and all of a sudden it's just like, now you're obsessed with another man. Where
right.
was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you that fickle?
Was there like a last meal and first meal, like before you went in? Did
Well-
you ever have like you're going in tomorrow, but today you're free?
Yeah,
I've
it
only
would be
went in
drugs.
twice.
The last meal before going in would be
Was
drugs. So a
drugs.
couple times I got a furlough. I remember me and my pops. My pops was the man. Now that I'm thinking about it, we made eggs and steak for breakfast, and then I had like 13 Roxasets, and he went and dropped me off.
What?
Why'd you-
13 what? Rocks?
Roxasets, yeah, and I ate them all. I
Fuck's a
fucking
rocket set?
It's like a
Percocet?
like it was
Percocet.
Percocet with no
There's no
Tylenol.
Tylenol, so
yeah.
it's just stronger. You don't
And,
throw
and
up.
same as getting out too. You'd be like, "Let me find some drugs." It wasn't like, "What's mom make a pasta for tonight?" It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah,
I
no,
told
like
my mom, like, Mom, make lasagna. I love you, lasagna.
That's the one.
Make
Yes,
it."
I had mine is gonna sound horrible, but like my mother used to make rice and tuna, which is just white rice, and she would make the tuna with
coulda
mayonnaise,
ate that in
onions.
jail.
Yeah, I know, but the way,
Not the way she made it.
not the way my mom made it, bro. It
Oh,
was,
they don't got adobo.
it was the way my mom made it. So it was either that or she would do her chicken and rice.
The last time, because like working with Pat and shit, we got to eat whatever the fuck we wanted. And before I worked with him, I was
Shout out Milligan.
yeah, shout out Milligan. I was working with this other the oldest guy there, who would kind of like cook for the chefs during the day, and he would make some crazy shit that I've never, like croquettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Potato
never had a croquette, and
Croquettes are
I
banging.
learned how to make croquettes.
Yeah.
And then we had some left over, and Milligan will always be like, "Oh, so what do we got left over from the morning?" I was like, "We got some croquettes." He's like, "Croquette, faggot," and he just kept yelling that the entire day in the kitchen. He's like, "Croquette, faggot." He was. I don't think I ever told you this, but the
He would
first
just
time,
hear
the
wild
first
shit
time
sometimes.
a black dude, he was giving me the rundown of the kitchen my first day there. And he's introducing me to all the the civilian cooks to be like, yo, watch out for this one, be careful with this one. So he goes like, yo, that's Glenn. He's cool as fuck as long as you work. That's Jeff. He don't give a fuck as you work as long as you don't get in trouble. He goes like, that's Pat. He's cool, but he be yelling out penis all the time. And I don't play with that gay shit. yeah, he doesn't be. And it was the first time he walked in, he's just there. It's just him and this other black civilian cook, and they just walk, and you just hear him, penis! Penis!
That's so funny. That's so funny. He is such a dumb fuck. It's great.
And then fucking working with him was the best.
Black Rob was locked up, and
Oh, dude, that
they
was
used to
another thing.
everyone used to go whoa. 'Cause he had that was his big song. Whoa.
My boy that was locked up in the feds that called me, and I'm in the fucking Atlantic City Comedy Club, the Tropicana, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm in the garage when he called me, and we're like talking. He's like telling me all the people he bumped into in there. He's like, yo, I bumped into Tekashi when I was in Manhattan. I met one of what's the other guy? Not the Maduro. What's the guy? The Salvadorian guy?
El Chop.
Not El Chapo. The
No.
dictator that was
Not El
locked up.
Salvadoran.
Might have been Guatemala or some shit. Wait, he met so many. He was telling me all these people. He's like, yo, I
okay,
met
that's
this
the
rapper. I
one.
met this person. And that was like the first time I was ever on the phone with somebody that's in jail and was jealous of them. I'm like, yo, how the fuck is your life better than mine right now? Like, nobody wants to talk to me. And you got all these fucking popular, famous
There's
friends.
a comedian who's like in some Nebraska prison for like serial rape or something.
Oh yeah, no, there's a guy
John
who
Reap?
No, it was a black guy, Vince.
he would go and do college gigs and
rape the
Didn't they
girls.
make a
Someone in
documentary
town.
about that shit or
I
something?
think so. And then they couldn't figure it out because it was like, well, it's only one here in Omaha, and then another one happened in Illinois. But how do we relate those?
Yeah.
And someone finally said
the
it was like it was a
code.
local comedian
Yep.
who was visiting, and they go, oh, they found his whole tour NACA schedule.
Zach Amico was telling me about that.
Yeah.
That we were just talking about that last week. Yeah, that's wild.
So this is something I ask everybody at the end. You guys are going to be different on it. I usually ask people for travel advice. Like, what's your travel advice?
Oh,
Big or
Oh no,
small?
we got advice.
we
No,
have
there's
advice.
travel
Okay,
advice.
so it
'Cause
might
you
be
never
like-
know. Look at
Yeah.
Diddy. Look at
Yeah.
R. Kelly. You never know when you're gonna go to jail.
Okay, so what's your advice? I guess going in. I guess would be your advice. Like, what's your advice? I don't know, or whatever. What's your travel advice?
You say if you're going in, make sure that you have a good relationship with your family.
Yes.
Right now, like keep it good. Don't get in any arguments with them because they're going to be the ones who are going to be taking care of you.
Bringing
If
you
you're
stuff.
Yeah.
single, if you're single, try
Stay.
to find as many fat white women as you can possibly find, and it's a numbers game.
Also,
the more the better.
Stay off
'Cause
the
you could lose
phone.
one.
Stay off the phone with your
Stress
girl.
box.
Just do not call your girl.
Why?
Just leave it alone.
Because one day you're just gonna hear in the background,
We
"Hey,
used to
get
call
back
the
in
phone
bed."
the
And
pain
you're like,
box.
Find out they moved on.
She'd be like, "Baby,
So a
call
lot
me
of
at 9,"
tips.
and then you call at 9. She doesn't answer,
Yeah.
or all of a sudden she has to go. You're like, no.
Also, bring drugs.
Bring
Even
drugs.
if you don't do drugs,
Bring 'em.
Drugs
You can
is a
sell 'em.
currency in jail.
Yes.
And when you get to jail, you don't get your common amenities like toothbrush. You don't get that right away. You got to wait for commissary. But if you got weed,
You
you
just
can
get-
buy that from people.
Never take
So I
anything
got
from
everything-
anybody.
Never,
We talked
nothing's
about
free
that.
in jail.
Nothing is
Nothing's
free.
in jail.
Nothing is free.
If you have to fight, even if you can't fight, just fight. Even
Fight.
if you get
Just
beat
fight
up,
and lose doesn't.
Yeah.
fight and
It'll be
lose.
better for you.
It's
Fight and
better
lose.
for you.
Try as hard as you can.
Just
Let
don't
them know that hey, this isn't going to be easy for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Fight.
Don't give them one of these.
No, don't do
Yeah.
that. Try to punch like this.
Okay.
Fight them and
All right.
fight dirty if you have
Yeah.
to. You can fight
Lee.
dirty in jail.
Get a weapon.
Get a weapon.
Get a
break
weapon.
a spoon. Sharpen a toothbrush. What else can you use?
Use a pencil like Geo said.
Pencil,
Yeah,
pen.
pen.
Oh, you don't get pen, but you use a pencil. It only works once, but
Find
you get
something to stiffen the pen up. Then you can use it as a writing utensil and a weapon.
Yeah.
You kill
What do
two
you mean,
birds
like
with one
wax on
stone.
it to stiffen it?
You could find maybe like some kind of like if you could even get the real
Yeah, I'm
casing
curious
of like a
about that.
pen.
I want to know this now.
Wow.
Or like a
Oh,
real
yeah,
pen
yeah.
casing, if you could find one of those. I mean, I've seen crack smoked. So,
Oh.
and I'm talking about a crack pipe, copper
Yeah,
rolled
I saw
up.
somebody smoke crack out of a chapstick tube.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I come from the weed world, and it's like,
Yeah.
but back when the illegal days was like, you just don't have stuff to smoke on you, and the apples, the
Yep.
fucking tubes
A
of
can.
2 liter.
It's just, this could be a bong. You just
Yeah.
press this down, poke a hole.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
see the people with like, damn, you're so creative. You're
Yeah,
applying
yeah.
all this to weed.
Dude, he took aluminum foil from gum, burnt the paper off,
Okay.
made a bowl, stabbed a hole into the chapstick, put the little like aluminum cone. He made a cone out of the aluminum, put it on that, and then put the crack in the aluminum, and then smoked it out of that.
Wow.
And
So
we had a
also,
lighter in my
smo-
dorm. That
smoking
last dorm,
crack-
We had a
Your lips,
mini
you have
lighter.
chapstick on it.
Smoking crack while you're incarcerated is
You don't have white
insane.
lips?
Could you
I think if
imagine?
every crackhead smoked out of a chapstick, because when
Out
you
of a
smoke
white-
crack,
Yeah,
you always know.
You should.
from
That's a
chapped
smart
lips.
idea.
Yeah.
But could you imagine smoking crack in prison? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. That's
I saw people doing coke in
Hardcore.
bookings, and I'm like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't seem like a coke move. It seems
Yeah,
like
it's not
take
a
a lot of
coke
edibles
vibe,
before you
yeah.
go in.
Like, I want to drink beer and water, smoke cigarettes.
Last question.
Yeah.
What were
No,
you
go
gonna
ahead.
say?
No, I was just saying Suboxone. I remember we used to get warm water and we would melt it down and then you would just
Sniff it.
sniff it. You sniff the Suboxone right up your nose.
Damn.
Yeah.
Also, if you know you're going in,
So much
wear,
good travel advice.
wear as many pair of underwear,
As
shirts
you
as you
can.
can. Put one on top of the other. They cannot stop. The maximum, 5 underwears,
5
5
shirts.
t-shirts. Wear all at once. You want
Socks.
2 sweatsuits?
Why?
Put them all.
Why?
Because you bring all your stuff you need. You don't have to wait for a visit. So you need t-shirts, underwears. You got it all. You walk in it.
Now,
so like the
this-
last time I went in, I had 2 sweatsuits on top of each other, a thermal under that, 4 t-shirts, 5 underwears, 5 socks, all on. and then
Disclaimer.
an ounce up my ass.
Disclaimer, not all places are the
I was
same. You
set.
might
I was
not be
good.
able to use any of that stuff. It depends
Worst
on
case
which
scenario,
area
they
you're-
just take it. You're out some underwear.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
The stuff that you bring in is stuff that you know they can allow. White underwear, white sweatsuits,
White or black
green
sneakers.
green sweatsuits. You get up to 5 magazines. You can stuff those up your ass.
Last question is like, where do you guys want to go in the world? I guess you're not allowed.
No, I can
Anywhere
go
that
anywhere
lets
now.
felons?
Yeah, I got my passport back.
But where's calling? Where would you like to go?
So once I got my passport back, I already went to Mexico. I went to Israel. I went to
Where is calling you now? Where have you not been that you
Portugal.
want to go?
I want to go to Antarctica.
You want to go to Antarctica?
I
For
want to
real?
go to that shit so bad.
You trying
That's
to
the
find
northern one or the
aliens?
southern one?
The
Southern one. Yeah, they have tours there.
That's the one that's like you can't film while you're out there and shit like that. They don't allow filming, and I want to know why.
I kind of want to go to the Canary Islands.
Like Mexican Spain.
Yeah, I kind of want to go there. I heard it's nice.
Yeah, I know a
Epstein
guy from
Island
there.
would be dope.
Epstein
Just like
Island.
a tour, just.
It's got to be the weather's got to be great.
Or Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey would be cool.
Oh,
I
I
heard
get my
it's
hair
cheap
done
there.
while I'm out there. Get my shit fixed.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. If I went to Turkey, I would definitely.
Dude, Bert Kreischer, we were talking. He goes, if I went into a coma for some reason, and I come home, and after like 2 years, I wake up, and my body has not been transported to Turkey for new hair, and had a full stomach stapling. He goes, I'm divorcing my wife.
It's in his will when he dies. He's like, if I die, I want my hair done for my
Yeah.
wake.
Yeah,
I
I would love to
want
go
a
to
hairline.
We should all make a Turkey trip to. I'm not going bald, but like,
Nah.
but a lot of these guys are, and I'll just go with you guys to go to Turkey to like get
Yo.
shit done.
You be tripping.
They should all make
Turkey.
a bald comedian trip to Turkey and just
Everybody
do
coming back with red
tax
foreheads.
deductible. Yeah,
There's some
bright red
comedians who've done it
scalps
already,
with
right?
the wraps.
yeah.
Some comedians did it already.
So-
Yeah, they all do
Soder.
it here. Soder,
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Didn't
Mateo.
Mateo?
Taylor
Yeah.
does like 10 times.
Doesn't he deny it though? He's like, no, I never did that.
I doubt it.
He was going bald?
I think with those guys, that level of gay, you're like, if I lose a
You can't.
hair, I'm off my game.
Yeah, you can't.
He's
When you're
ripped,
that-
he's cut, he's
yeah.
multilingual.
He's like
Is
an
it?
artist too. Yeah, bro, the guy is
He speaks
amazing.
fluent
He's
Spanish,
amazing,
pretty fluent.
amazing.
Spanish?
I mean, Italian, decent Spanish.
Yeah. He's good at video games.
Artist, singer. I
Yeah.
heard he's going to be in Chicago.
Is he single?
Gays are always and yet never single.
Yeah.
I heard he's going to do like a month of Chicago.
Just a month?
On
Jesus
Broadway.
Christ.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like legit. On Broadway.
That's fucking nuts.
And they were like, yeah, he does first rehearsals today, and he starts, or today, Val told me this yesterday, and then it starts in like June 28th or something like that. And I was like, he could learn it all by then? She goes, he's gay. He knows it all by heart already.
Dude, that
I'm like,
that
oh,
dude
yeah,
would
fair.
kill it in jail, bro.
Mateo?
Kill it. He'll kill it.
The thing about the gays in jail is they have all the news. They know everything that's going on. They'll be like, hey, don't go over here at this time. Don't go over there at this time. Like they
You got
have
the
all,
scarlet letter too. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to talk
Yeah.
to any gay people.
And then you don't want to make one angry either, because then they'll just be like, oh, yeah, that's why you sucked my dick. And then everyone will be like,
I told you
huh?
not to tell anybody,
Yeah.
man. I've been here for 6 years. What the fuck?
All right, boys. This was great. What a weird episode. What a very different episode. Trip to jail.
How many of you guys been to jail?
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comment your own. All right, yeah, let's do that. Leave in the comments your own best prison or jail stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, type one out.
And check out On the Gate if you haven't watched it yet,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, I'll put in bumpers about your stuff, but your podcast is On the Gate.
Yes,
On the
sir.
Gate.
On the Gate. I was on an episode. This might be out in like 10 months. Legitimately, I released an episode today with Fahim that was early 2004. Yeah, so it's gonna be out when it's out. I'll ask you guys to make sure the podcast is still going.
Oh, that's so funny.
I bank.
I could be like 50 by the time it comes out.
Oh, yeah. You could be back in prison.
That's
I
pretty
was
sick.
all hype. I was going to text my family chat. Yo, I did Ari's podcast. Check it out.
Wait till it looks
In
real.
a year.
But yeah, On the Gates are pod. You guys, yeah, Derek Drescher, Geo Perez, you guys are fucking great. Look, it's great to have you guys were a group. I don't know. I put you guys together maybe before you probably had the podcast, but just like a newer class of comics that I was like at the stand was like, oh, there's cool guys around.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it was like fun
Appreciate
to have
that,
you
man.
around. You're
Thank
all
you.
funny and like it was just like, yeah, there's people. If like because we all had our own crew we hung with,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
as
yeah.
they started going off doing more road gigs, like no one's here, and then it was like, no, these guys are cool.
Yeah.
I can hang in the green room with these guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And
Yeah.
after seeing them, like I watched a lot of the Amazing Races, like videos.
Was that? Did anybody watch that in prison?
And World Star
Dude,
Hip
it
Hop.
was big,
Bro, you were
bro.
big in World
Yeah.
Star Hip Hop.
Bro, you were
I
huge.
found you from World Star Hip Hop.
Dude,
All your
you like,
clips,
I
the
don't- yeah.
Jesus, the Jesus,
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
that.
it was-
Joey, I used to think Joey Diaz was big pussy for years. Even I think I found out after I was doing comedy for a year because I was talking to
No,
another
they weren't the
comic.
same guy.
And they were like, no, it's not the same guy. Because he had like a story about where he sold coke to Whitney Houston. And it was on World Star.
Wow.
And I was telling people, I was like, yo, Big Pussy's really about that life. He was selling coke to Whitney Houston. And then people was like, no, dude,
No,
that,
fuck.
don't ever say that to him.
Dude, I was there when they met. We went to his premiere of his movie. He did with like a De Niro movie.
Yeah.
He moved to New Orleans to get a local hire job. And he
Yeah.
goes, they'll give me 2 lines. That I'm so charismatic. They'll put me in way more lines. And that's what he did. He took a local hire job. And then they're like, oh my God, you're so fun. Like, write this guy more lines. And so we're in the premiere. De Niro's asleep in front of us at the premiere. But then Big Pussy's there. And they met for the first time. They've both been told, you look exactly like Joey Diaz. And he's like, get a picture. And I'm like, okay. And then my phone was off from the movie. And you know, it takes like 20 minutes to start up an iPhone.
Yeah.
And Joey's like, get it. And I'm like, I'm trying. It's not going. I'm trying. He's
So
like,
the
Ari, come on.
reason the picture of Big Pussy and Joey Diaz doesn't exist is because you didn't charge your phone? You
I turned it off
motherfucker!
because I was respectful for the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you turned. Oh, I thought it was. Oh.
wasn't dead.
Yeah.
But I think I got it. Anyway.
Oh, bro,
If
that.
it's up, find it and put it in here. But all right. Guys,
Yo,
thank you.
Appreciate you, my
Yeah.
guy.
Boys the rule. Yeah.
Yo. Peace. Yo, go to jail. Check it out. It's fun.
Go to jail.
Well, everybody, that's the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Derek Drescher, Geo Perez. Follow them both on Instagram. And definitely check out their podcast, On the Gate. Bennett. Stay. Go. That's fun. That's a fun thing to watch. Yeah, for myself, guys, please subscribe wherever you watch and listen. So how do you like, for the non-YouTube premium subscribers, how do you like having no ads? I'm doing that for you. The deal is we're trying it for a month. If it doesn't work, I'm going back to the ads. So click in $1, $5 if you like it, maybe $5 once a month, or $1 an episode, I don't know. It's up to you. But if I can equal what I was getting, which isn't a crazy amount, then I'm good. We can do it that way. It's up to you. I have never been to prison. I've never been to jail. I'm starting to understand the difference in the two. One's federal. Actually, I really don't know. It's not my world. Every time I have Ali Sadiq or Miss Pat on and they talk about prison stories or gangster stories, I'm always like, man, we've led very different lives. Sleeping face down, sleeping face up, I don't know. I wouldn't want to get butt sexed in the middle of the night, but I also wouldn't want somebody to blow me in the middle of the night. But of the two, obviously one is better. Thank you very much to YMH for producing this. Thank you very much for Jorge at Gas Digital for recording it. I've wanted to get these guys in to do this kind of theme episode a lot. I'm gonna try to get one with Rolf Potts in the coming weeks. Maybe we're gonna do one all about trains, but he's been everywhere. So I don't know if we'll do a theme one or not, but we got a lot of great ones coming. Next week, Pig in Charge. Make America Pigs Again with Joe DeRosa. Click for that and also watch out for his special. It's now hitting Netflix. I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. It's available actually tomorrow, so watch it on Netflix and then an episode with him will be on next week. After that, who do we got? Tommy Pope about Cuba. That's a great episode. That's why you want to subscribe, everybody. Did I say in this episode? Okay, Alan, if I did say in this episode, cut this out. I got arrested one time, University of Maryland. I'm not very good academically very often, but every once in a while I am. One time I skipped school in high school and I went to Union Station and I did my research paper. I was so far behind, it was due, and I was like, I'll just pretend I was sick and then I'll get everything done. And I went, they dropped me off, I tied my shoes, got on the metro, went downtown, did my whole research paper, also watched Look Who's Talking Too. And then I got it all done. I got caught. I had a tutor that day and she called, why weren't you there? Got in trouble for actually doing work for once. So I'm at University of Maryland, cut to like 7, 8 years later. I'm trying to get a research paper done. It's Thanksgiving weekend. So the library is gonna close and I can't get this shit done. I gotta go back to my parents' house. And there's all this periodicals I have to Xerox and I don't have time and I couldn't go back. So I was like, I'll just take this and I'll return it. The UPC code on the side, I ripped it out. So I was like, that's what's gonna like set off the alarm. So I get it, put it in my bag, start going through the door, the turnstile locks. And I'm like, hey, and they go, what's going on? And they're like, I don't know, why is it locked? And I'm like, I don't know, like, can I check your bag? And I was like, sure. By the way, I'm very calm under pressure. I've been yelling at TSA agents with weed in my bag I've been yelling about rights, freedom, and shit like that, knowing I have an arrestable amount of weed or acid or mushrooms in my bag, and I'm still fucking yelling. I stay sharp. I stay in the pocket. Nerves is what's gonna get you caught. Here, this story does not work out. So they go, what's going on? Can I check your bag? And I go, what's this? I'm like, shit, my bad. I didn't, fuck, sorry. I was like moving from desk to desk. And they go, well, why is the UPC code ripped out? And I go, what? And they go, is that what you think gets you through the turnstile? No, at this point, I'm gone. I'm caught. Really nothing to do. So I go, yeah. They go, no, idiot, it's in the binding. They called the cops. They put me in handcuffs at University of Maryland. I'm a Jewish kid. This is so much more embarrassing than for Derek or Geo to have it happen to them. Joey Diaz had this happen, he'll laugh about it. I'm fucking in cuffs, my friends are walking by, 2 friends walk by, like, what's going on? I was like, it's so embarrassing. That level of embarrassment I can remember is when 2 of my friends at Glastonbury Festival came to see me, 2 people in my camp, came to see me at the comedy tent. And I bought my dick off. It's a comedy tent. I was like, I told you guys not to come. I'll play London. I would have seen me there. Anyway, so they arrested me. Eventually they go, okay, we're gonna let you go, but you're arrested. You have an arrest warrant now, arrest like record. And you have to show in court. Now, luckily, I'm Jewish and I have access to Jewish lawyers, so I got that expunged. But they charged me with theft over $500 because the periodicals had a value of over $500. So it wasn't just stealing a book, it was stealing something of value. Yeah, but again, Jews, we got out of it. The laws are made by the people who know how to work the laws. That's, whenever they talk about racism or like whatever, that's what they mean. The laws are made by us. So of course we're gonna have access to how to like finagle it, you know? The wealthy make the laws. We know how to interpret it. Have you ever tried to read like law books or something? No way, no fucking way. Anyway, that's as close as I've ever gotten to getting arrested. And then one time in Thailand, okay, here's another good story. And then we'll call it. Thank you, Alan Caffey, for editing today's episode. Although I think it was not Alan. I think it might have been someone else. Tyler? Who did today's episode? Okay, I'm in Thailand. I come out of my hostel on a moped. I turn left and I go, oh, it's one way. Turn right around, cop got me. right there, waiting for it. So he goes, and this is like textbook. He goes, all right, give me your license. Go appear in court and they can get it back. Or you can be 500 baht right now and we can make this go away. And I go, well, you're shaking me down. No way. Fuck off. No, I'll do it in court. And he goes, you sure? I'm like, yeah, dude. He goes, just give me 500 baht. We can do it. I'm like, dude, you're not shaking me down. So I went to the courthouse, waited probably 3 hours of my time in Chiang Mai. By the way, one recommendation, I'm not even gonna tell you. But ask me if you go visit Chiang Mai, I got some tips for you. Go to Grand Canyon, I would say that. It's a little out of town. Or take a moped up the mountain, go see the sunset up there. There's so much to do in Chiang Mai. By the way, if you can't get laid in Chiang Mai, something's wrong with you. I got a beach. Could have gotten laid if I got hard again, but I didn't get hard again. Anyway, so, what was I gonna say? I paid for 3 hostels that day because I was in another hostel. Then my friend went to a cheaper one, and I was like, okay, and me and my friend Derek, different Derek, were at one. And then my friend, we went to visit him, and I was like, oh, this is a party hostel. This is fun. Ours was quiet. I was like, fuck it, let's go over there. Derek was paying day by day. I paid for 3 days. And I was like, fuck, keep the money. I'm checking out. They'll never return your money at a hostel, ever. So then I went and got a hostel room over there, dorm room, and then this chick was like, we're not fucking in a dorm room, and I'm not gonna fuck in the shower. So I was like, okay. So there was a hotel next door. There was no privates available. Hotel next door, got that. So I had 3 rooms for that night. Which cost me a total of $19. Anyway, went down to the courthouse. I'm in there, and finally, they're like, okay, we'll see ya. And they go, it's a $400 fine. So for that much, how much is 100 baht? To save 100 baht on this shakedown, it was a mistake on my part. Obviously, it was a mistake on my part. How much is 100 baht USD? 100 Thai baht to USD. $3. I saved $3. I could have just given the 15 right there. It was gonna be 12 regardless, guys. Your time is short. Your time is limited when you're traveling. Your time is not limited when you're in prison. Go check out Derek and Geo's podcast, On the Gate, where they have prison stories all the time. It's actually a really fun podcast to do. And yeah, if you like this episode, it's tons more of that shit. So check them out. That's it, guys. Please subscribe. And again, let's try this experiment. Chuck a buck. It's up to you. I'm gonna assume it's gonna fail. We'll go back to it. But if it gets there, then we're good. Let's fuck the sponsors. Not the ones I read, but the embedded ones.